Well, hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, welcome to the live stream on this Saturday morning. What is going on? There's something going on with my camera here, and I don't know what. Is it working? Yes, it is. Why is it not showing? Huh. Hey, Trace, you're sick again, man? Sorry, I'm trying to find out why my vertical camera is not showing my gauges. For some odd reason here. I don't know what's going on. That is very odd. I'll be right with you guys in just a second. That's so strange. There we go. What the heck is going on here? Oh, thank you, Trades. I kind of needed yesterday on the Red app. It was, I don't know why, it was bananas. I had a bunch of people just showing up and going crazy on the comments. Sorry about the delay here. I'm just trying to fix my gauge cluster camera, which was for some reason completely disconfigured here on my computer. I trust you guys can see my gauge camera now, right? As it looks to me that it's showing normal on the vertical stream. I don't know if you guys know, on TikTok now I do have the widescreen version as well turned on. Oh, no worry, Aquisti. Welcome back, Aquisti. Hi, Isaac. Welcome, guys. Well, thank you for watching such, so early. I just started the live stream, not even 5 minutes, and you guys are here. I really appreciate that. You've been playing on the road, Xbox 1 to 10 scale in Germany? Huh. Don't hate aged pasta. I think Volvos are super underrated, and a lot of people just give them a hard time because they have no clue how cool Volvos are. So don't feel bad. Gotta restart this here, and I think we'll be good to go. All right, this is restarted because yes, there we go. Get the music volume a little lower. I don't think I'll play with the snowy moon today, because I was just researching yesterday about it, and I do need to research a little bit and test. I am running triple 4K here, as you know, and triple 4K screens, they do use a lot of my resources. Even though I'm running a 4090 with a 9950X 3D, it is quite demanding. So if, when I test it, it happens to lower my frame rate from 60 FPS, which is what I kind of get right now. Here I can show you guys, where's my focus CarPlay. And if I go down one here, you can see here on the right, or here on the top if you're watching on vertical, that the frame rate is at 60 and it's fixed. So I limited the frame rate at 60 FPS so I can run the game smoothly. It can run right now at about 80 to 90, but the thing is, when it drops from like 80 to 70, I can feel the difference while I'm playing, and I don't like that. So I like to have it fixed at 60 so it will run smoothly. It's funny that it will run smoother on 60 frames per second than at 80 frames per second because there's variation. So H Pasta, you drive a Saab 9.5. Nice, man. It's hard to see people driving Saabs. T Foley, hey man, good. How have you been? Does the CarPlay real? Yes, the Apple CarPlay is not a real Apple CarPlay in the sense it's not coming from a phone, an Apple phone, but it is a mimic. My best interpretation of an Apple CarPlay. You can see the date that's shown right now, Saturday, the 9th. It's right there. On the display right there, there is the music that we're playing right now. It's called Magnolia Breath by the Green Beats by Harris Healer, and we have the best lap, Delta, when I'm racing, and then there's the information about the truck that I just kind of made whatever was useful for me, right? Because it has to be useful. Yes, Ryan, I do have the whole dashboard set up and everything here works. How many frames you have when Snow Moon is activated? I don't know, Misery. I didn't test it yet. I am planning to test it this weekend. I did not have time to do that yesterday. You should buy one from TikTok Shop. Buy what? The CarPlay? Oh, no, that wouldn't work here. Because I want to show game information, like actual useful information for me. An actual CarPlay. I could put an Apple CarPlay here. Yeah, that'd be easy, not hard. However, the maps would be just my house. It wouldn't be moving around. Then there is the, car information, or in this case, the truck information, that I can get all the accurate information coming from the game, which I wouldn't be able on a real Apple CarPlay. It's like PC information. I can't get that out of a regular Apple CarPlay. An Apple CarPlay would never be able to connect to a CPU and, tell the load and the temperature and whatnot. So, yeah, although it sounds cool, it would not be useful. Do I play Assetto Corsa? Yes, I do play Assetto Corsa. I do play Assetto Corsa quite a lot, actually. Just that when I'm live streaming, I like to live stream with truck. And the reason is very simple. I can talk to you guys and read the chat and interact, whether, compared to when I'm driving on Assetto Corsa, that I have to focus on the driving and I have a more limited possibility of reading the chat and talking to you at the same time. Oh man, I'm sorry, Aquisti. Yes, I started a little bit later today, Saturday, so I kind of just wanted to sleep a little later and do a few things around the house. So let's choose a freight. So we're right here in the United Kingdom. We're in Scotland, in Aberdeen, in Scotland. We are all the way north, and we got to choose a place to take a cargo. We have a few options here. Some are in Great Britain. This one is taking us to Sweden. We might do that. We will land in Denmark and then drive through and get to Sweden. So we might do that. What is this one? Oh, that's even cooler. Let's go to Norway. We've never been to Norway. Yes, let's go to Norway. All right, it's a beautiful, morning? Or actually, it's evening in the... Oh, no, it's not evening. What is it? Yeah, it's evening in the game. It's 11 p.m. here in Great Britain. And I guess because it's summertime, there's still sunlight here in Scotland. You're watching from Japan? That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen anybody watching from Japan. All right, so let's go. Glasgow. I don't have anything that's taking me to Glasgow right now. How long does these trips take? So I gotta take the cargo so it will calculate the route. So let's go. Let's start the engine. So let's get going. Parking brake off. And let's go. Is it here? Oh, let me just lower the volume. I don't know if you guys can hear my seat has a butt kicker, and I think it's too loud, and I can hear it. Let me just get my butt kicker toned down a little bit here. RPMs, engine vibration. 10%. Yes, and let's get the volume a little over here. All right, yeah, because my seat is shaking quite a lot here. Let me just check here the navigation, the job, the freight market. So where we are supposed to go here. Can't zoom in. Can't zoom in. Okay, so let's just start driving. Sometimes it's right where I am. Let me see. If I've ever been in Maryland, yes. In fact, one of my cars I bought in Maryland. There it is. We're right here. That's the place. So let's choose this. We're gonna go to Norway. Hey, Makoto. Thank you, man. Thank you for helping me on the YouTube. Oh, shouldn't have said that. Let's pick up the cargo here. So let me show you guys around. This is where the trailer is, right there. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Right there. This one is the trailer we're taking to Norway. So if you would do anything for a setup like this, you can check out my tutorial on my channel, on my Red app channel. And in there, you'll find a detailed step-by-step instruction on how to make one of these. So here we are, and then if I press this button here, comfort, it will connect the trailer. Trailer is connected, and we can start driving. Let's go, guys. Welcome to my truck. You guys are represented by this lady here, Emma. The chat named her the other day. And we are in the UK, so I got to drive on the wrong side of the road. All right, let's go. Where's the traffic light? Oh, right there. Oh no, he's not a bot. He's I could call him a friend now, Acquisti. He is on TikTok as well, and he is on the Purple app, and he is helping me with all the moderation across the social media. He's been helping me out. So how long is the trip, Luis? I gotta... oh, there it is. I'll tell you in a second. Let me just finish this roundabout. So it will take... Wow, that's far. That's 1,161 miles, and it says here that it will take 2 hours in real life. So I think we're in for a long ride. I think what it's showing, it's longer than it is because it's gonna go across the ocean. And I mean the canal, ocean, I don't know. We're gonna have to take a ferry. Oh, no worry, Acquisti. I hope to see you again, maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'll... Speeding violation? Are you kidding me? I'm doing like 35 miles an hour? Yeah. Oh, let me fix one thing as I'm in the tunnel. And I can show you guys what I'm gonna fix in a second. I have my Philips Hue. I think it's too low here. Oh no, what I see here is different. So we can fix this by, where is capture? Then we have settings. No, I forgot. Capture. Oh, look at that. One of the streams, the monitor is not found. So yes, this is the monitor. So that's why we're missing a light here. There we go. Now we have all the lights. Alexa, turn off studio. And you guys can see the you see the blue tint. It's because of the tunnel. I have Philips Hue lights here, so as I drive you'll see the lights are gonna go like darker when I get off the tunnel. Can you drive in real life? Yes, I can, Mike. I have 4 cars, and I have a driver's license for 25 years, and not a single ticket on it. And now it's going to go dark, not blue anymore. There you go. And then now it's going to be kind of orange, and then it kind of goes with the lights as I drive. All right, Alexa, turn on studio to 30%. Alexa, set studio to 30%. Do. What in the green screen is happening? There's no green involved above Bad Bay 93. It's just a TV. Makoto, I think, depending on the next line that Mr. Arthur's Mathusilvan says, he can go on to the block zone. What cars do I have? I have 3 cars and 1 minivan. So I do have 3 Volvos. All of them are S60s, just like this. One is just like this car, so 6-speed manual, RTI, same interior, same everything. It's just the seats are blue, dark blue instead of black. And I also have a Volvo S60. Oh, I'm on the wrong way. I'm on the wrong way. That's what happens when you drive all your life in on the right side of the road. And I have an S60 2020 T5, and I have an S60 2022 T8. So I was on the wrong side of the road. It's like the force of habit. How does it feel playing a setup like this? It's very immersive, and it makes me smile every time I look at it. I have this setup for about 3 years now, and I built everything on it. By the way, there's tutorials on my channel, and even still, like, every time I look at it, I kind of smirk, like I'm a little bit nuts to have this in my office. Does it feel real? Yes, especially because of the seating position. It's just the same as my car. It does feel real. I mean, it's not as real as real life, obviously, because you don't have G-forces here. You don't have, gravity acting when I'm turning. But nonetheless, it does, feel very realistic. Oh, it is. The 5-cylinder has a very particular sound, Slow Lane, and I do agree with you. It sounds so good. Thank you, H. So JJ, like I said, it feels like I'm driving a car, especially with the driving position, but obviously it lacks something, right? Because I do have the force feedback. My seat is shaking right now, like it's vibrating with the road vibrations and everything. But I can't feel the turn here. I can't feel like my body being pushed to the sides here as I make the turns. Like right here, it's quite a fast turn for a truck. I'd feel the body shaking, the body roll of the truck and all of that. Hey Christian, hello. Hey Coda Bear, welcome back, my friend. The morning's going great so far. Can't complain. Beautiful weather here in Florida today. I think I'm gonna wash my cars this afternoon. Not all of them, because I'd have to go like a car wash. But I'm probably gonna wash the minivan and one of the Volvos. I think the E5. Yes, I do have a butt kicker. There's one butt kicker under my driver's seat. Only here. I don't have one here on the passenger. To be honest, butt kicker sent it to me free of charge, so I didn't pay for it. But I do like it. There's only one problem with the butt kicker that I noticed, and I don't know if it's my computer, my setup, or whatever it is. It will, like, every half an hour, it'll stop for a few minutes. I think it gets hot and then it needs to cool off. Even though I have 2 fans blowing air on it, it does get hot sometimes. And it just turns off. And then it will turn back on. I don't know why, it just does that. So I don't know if it's my butt kicker or if it's all butt kickers. In which country do you live? Do I live? I believe that's what you're asking. MJD. So I live in the United States of America. I live in Florida, in Tampa Bay area. Yes, I do. Triple cheeseburger. I do have a real-life S60R, 6-speed manual transmission, just like this one, in the color black with the seats, the Nordcap seat. It has about 100,000 miles on it. I think it's 108,000 miles right now. And it also has the RTI screen. The only difference from this to my real car is the phone. I don't have the phone module on my car. It's just the cubby here. And the seats are blue with the Nordcap blue instead of the black that I have here. You want to hear a downshift? I live near you. Nice. Yeah, I just downshifted. I can downshift again. It's going to go higher RPMs. There you go. As I go a little bit too fast, I'm going to use the engine brake. I sound Dutch. Interesting. I'm Brazilian. I was born in Brazil and raised in Brazil, so Portuguese is my main language or native language. And I do speak English because I live here in the United States. So I have an accent, obviously. But my overall English is a little more towards American accent than like British accent or other accents. Doesn't happen to your butt kicker? I don't know, man. I will try to lower the frequency again. I do. There's 2 like little, I never investigated. There's 2 little windows on your butt kicker, right? One is the frequency and one's the volume. My frequency is at 100 hertz, I think, and the volume is at 40 there on the actual like physical thing. What is yours? Do you know? Do you remember? Well, thank you, Galaxy. I do appreciate that, man. Oops. Full Sand Gambler, IRL. No, not IRL. Do S60Rs also carry superchargers? Only the T8, man. And the T5. The R, no, it's just turbo. Well, thank you, Makoto. 8037. Okay, I'll try that. Because right now, for instance, it just turned off. Like, as we were talking, it turned off, so I'm not feeling it. And I think it's because it got hot. It is definitely worth, Galaxy. Butt kickers will make your simulator alive. It's hard to explain how much impact the butt kickers have on the feeling when you're driving. Because it starts, you feel the RPMs vibration. You feel the road kind of rumble that you feel when you're driving a car. So it does improve the livelihood of your simulator. Now, will it completely change? Is it like a motion? No, it's not like motion. Motion sim rigs are way faster movement, and you can have more configurations, and you feel turns and all of that. As I'm like, really need to downshift here. So it's not as advanced as motion, but it's a necessary thing if you want to make your simulator feel alive. And I do have a link, I don't even know if it's still working, on my link tree if you want to check it out and buy it with I think they have a discount if you click there. They used to. It's been over 2 years now that they sent me this unit, and I never spoken with the guys anymore. That's okay, Isaac. I'm sorry, I also started later today, the live stream, because I just wanted to sleep a little later. It was a busy week with my travel. So you keep the frequency at 80 and just use the right volume, 32 to 37. Okay. I'll try that, Cvito. I will definitely try that. The speed limit here, 50. Okay, so we're below. Our butt kickers, the subwoofers you pick. Sorry, are the butt kickers the subwoofers you stick to your chair? Yes, exactly that. So there's like small speakers, if you will, without sound, that will you stick to your chair or your sim rig. So some people use like 5 of them, so you can have like, if you go on the left, you know, front left wheel over a curb, you're gonna feel that side shaking instead of the whole thing. I only have one butt kicker, so I only have it under my driver's seat. And the driver's seat has a metal underneath, but that's where I attached to it. That's like the frame of my seat, so it vibrates the whole thing. Pretty cool, if I'm honest. So, but yes, it's like a subwoofer thing. Does the air conditioning work on your rig, Liam? So the buttons work, all of the buttons. There's not a single button here that doesn't do something. But the air is not coming out of here because I'm in my home office, and here in my home office I do have AC, and the vents are like blowing air on me right now. Dean, Roblox boy, it fake. It real. It's a real game. Dean, Roblox. Does the seat adjuster work? Yes, Andre, it's fully automated. So I am moving my seat with the push of a button right now, and I can move back and forth. Am I going that way? I am. So I can move forward, back. Yeah, it's turned on. it's just a power supply connected to the seats, so it works. Yeah, one is enough. I agree. I mean, it'd be cool to have more. Yeah, mine is not the Pro. That's the one thing. They sent me the version below the Pro, the Vito. So maybe that's why mine just gives up a few times. Integrity and Valor. How much did it cost? So I spent about $300 in car parts here. If you go to a junkyard, pull the parts yourself, that's just about how much you're going to spend here in the US. And then I spent another $400 or so in metal, wood, carpet, Arduinos, the LCD screen right there to get the Apple CarPlay working, and all of that stuff, just about $400. So in total, $700, give or take. If you want a detailed breakdown of my simulator and tutorial, step-by-step tutorial on how to build one, you can just go to my channel on the Red app, and then you can find my tutorial. And I have a cost breakdown there, and I show you guys every step you need to get this working. Almighty Navarra. So you can't wait to get your you bought a E90 dash. Nice, dude. I have an E60 dash that I built, and I'm using the electronics there to kind of show how to do the electronics on my channel. I should play Assetto Corsa. You don't need to yell, man. I do play Assetto Corsa sometimes. I might play later, I don't know. I just want to chill a little bit. I might go later. $50 miles an hour is the speed limit here. So let's put just cruise control, and let's just, I can talk to you guys without having to worry about. Okay, that's too slow. Let's get the speed a little higher. Spiffy Squirrel Productions. Is this real or a sim? It's a simulator based on a real car interior. So yeah. Yes, sir. Savito, $700. If you live in America, you know that there's junkyards called You Pull It, Pick and Pull, Pick Your Part. There's several names for it. And essentially what happens is you have like a huge parking lot of cars. You bring your tools with you, and you go to the car you want to pick parts from, and you just take the parts, go to the checkout, and pay. Now the difference is, because you're doing all that work and the cars are just sitting there, you're spending a lot less. Like a steering wheel like this, I spent $14 on it. And I have my BMW steering wheel right here. this was also $14 because it doesn't matter what brand of cars you're getting your parts from. It just doesn't. So, yeah. Absolutely, Almighty. Just checking them out. If you have any questions, let me know. I am still working on the tutorial for all the electronics, but I will post them eventually, I promise. Why am I hogging on the lane, Bailey? I don't know if you noticed. I am in the UK, and the left lane here is the slow lane, Bailey. There's cars coming on the wrong side of the road if you did not notice. I'm not on the fast lane. I'm on the slow lane. Do I ever play Forza Horizon 5? Yes, I actually do. I don't play a lot, and I don't play on the live streams, and there's a very simple reason. Unfortunately, Forza Horizon doesn't let me fix my camera the way I want. So I can't just change the view, you know, so I can look straight. I'm looking straight right now. I'm not looking to the center of my TV here. And that's something that is, I don't know, important for me. Martin, if you only had a PC to play... Yeah, man, I know. ETS is unfortunately available only on PCs. SM92H, bro, just drive a lorry. Oh my goodness, yes, just like every Call of Duty player needs to join the military because they're playing a point and shoot game, or any SimCity player needs to be a mayor. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, dude. Just because I'm in my home playing on a truck, I should actually drive a truck. Exactly. I know, I think when I play trucking again, this one I realized how hard it is to drive a truck. Exactly, Isaac. And not only that, but you're away from home. There's people driving crazy all the time. They're cutting you off and doing all sorts of weird stuff. Like, I couldn't imagine myself driving a truck all the time. That'd be crazy. Are the odometers functional? Yes. So let me explain you the odometers, Savito. And there's so there's two parts to the odometers. The odometer here, the main one, I think I'm pointing to the right place. Yes, I am. I'm looking at the camera right now. That's why I'm kind of going all over the road. Right here, this odometer is showing the actual mileage of the cluster when I bought it, plus the mileage I drove since I configured my odometer. So that is calibrated to real life. Meaning, what does that mean? It means that right now I'm driving at 50 miles an hour. Exactly at 50. And this means if I drive for 1 hour, exactly at 50 miles an hour, I will add 50 miles here on the odometer. Now, you see here the 919 miles to an empty tank. It's coming down quite fast. It's now at 914, 13, and it's going to be 12 in a second. And the reason is this information here is actually coming from the game. So the game is sending that information to my gauge cluster, and it's precise to what amount of fuel I have in the truck and how many miles I can drive with that amount of fuel. So the game is compressed 20:1, and I heard that there's different compressions around Europe. So whatever the compression they have here, that will relate to that mileage going down faster. So if I'm driving 20:1, for instance, every mile I drive here gonna mean 20 miles down in the like miles to an empty tank, right? So this is essentially how the odometer works. But if I'm driving like a Assetto Corsa, which is a game that's 1:1 on a racetrack, it will show exactly the mileage. Like if I go on a lap around Nordschleife, it'll go exactly the amount of miles that Nordschleife had. Is the interior from a V70 or S60? Yes, sir. It's from both, actually, because they're the same interior. So Volvo's S60s and V70s, at least the P2 platform from 2004 to 2007 was the R version. They're exactly the same. The same interior, the same stuff. The only difference for the V70 is the rear seats. The seat bottom is different. 30 miles an hour. Okay. slow down, otherwise I get a ticket. Yes, Brady. Shoot. Oh, see you later, Chesney. Is this a simulation, Mrs. Quintero? Yes, it is. How did I connect it all? Seems complex. It's not as complex as it looks. So, the gauges are connected with Arduino Uno and a CAN bus shield on top of it. So, Arduinos are little microprocessors that you can program to do whatever you wanted them to do. Like you can use them to be a thermometer in your house, or complete tasks with robots, or in this case, gauge clusters. On top of that, there's something they call a hat. So there's a CAN bus hat on top of my Arduino Uno. The CAN bus hat will make sure that the Arduino can really talk card language, which is the CAN bus language. Then I need to program all the language that you find in the car into that Arduino. And the final step of the connection is actually the SimHub. There's an app called SimHub on the computer that will get and extract the game data, so the speed, the RPMs, the fuel, and etc., and it will send to the Arduino. So that's how it works. I know it sounds complicated, but it's a lot less complex than it sounds. Hello, Laguna. Welcome back. Louis Camacho, how fast can I go? Not very fast on this truck here, especially I'm going uphill. I'm flooring it, but I'm still like not going too fast. Gabriel, it's not real, it's a game. What was the question? If your game freezes like every time when you try to go in, do you have to go into a new saved game? Yes, so if there's a freeze, and I've had a couple, you just go back to it saves automatically every few minutes, so you can just load the autosave. So you can just do that. Well, thank you, Gabriel. That's a compliment for me, because it's not real. It's a game. Obviously, I'm driving a truck with a car interior in the roads of England from my home in Florida. So essentially, that's the gist of it. Thank you, Savita, for the follow, dude. Check out my tutorial, Savito. There is a tutorial on my channel. Ask me questions if you have any, and I will be working on the electronics tutorial. Like, for instance, I just explained to you all the intricacies of getting the gauge cluster to work. However, there's also the buttons, right? Because I can press any button here and they will do button things. So the trick here, and that's the difference between the gauge cluster and the buttons, is that the buttons are much easier. They're Arduino Micro Pros. Arduino Uno is the one with the gauge. So they're Arduino Micro Pros that are connected through USB onto my computer, and they're just reacting as a button box would. So if you build a button box for your simulator, essentially you buy buttons, you connect wires to an Arduino, and you send a simple program to it. It'll do the same thing. So I can turn the knob and it will change the camera, for instance. Or I can click advanced and it'll go back to the cockpit. Or I can click the hazard lights and it will turn on the hazard lights. So we're going straight. Yes, we are. Game out 199. This is not real life. This is a game. And I must have upsetted the gods of TikTok, because I saw my real-time viewers was very low. So I'm pretty sure I must have said something that TikTok platform does not like. That took a lot of work. Yes, a lot of work, my friend. However, there's one thing. I love building just as much as I love playing. So, there's that. Oh man, that's cool, Savito. So, if you are interested, there is a metric ton of information on YouTube. And I'm working on building my tutorials so I can teach, because there's nothing like mine on YouTube. Nobody teaching you how to do, how to put a real steering wheel on your simulator. There's no tutorial about that, and I do have one. So, give me time. I will upload the electronics tutorial to teach you how to press the buttons and how to do the button things, how to get the Apple CarPlay is there already. The steering wheel is on my channel. The hardware, building the actual structure, is already on my channel. So you can just hop in, find, my videos, and you'll be able to watch it. David Perez, do the radio work? Yes. So the radio does work. AM, FM, the CD. The CD also works. The CD changer here works. The audio comes from my computer also to the radio. Right now I'm listening through my headphones, but if I would change from the headphones to there, it would work. Jair Tarantino, why don't you just drive? Because it's a completely different thing, my friend. I am driving on a simulator. I am right now in the United Kingdom, driving a truck from a car interior from my home in Florida. I have 4 cars, and with any of my cars, I would never be able to do this unless I put my car on a ship it over to Europe, and drive my cars there. So it's like telling a Call of Duty player, go join the war. Magnus, how did I make the sim? There's a tutorial step-by-step on my channel, right where you are. Oliver Brown, I do agree with you, sir. I do agree with you. What happens if you hit another car? Does the feel a jolt? Yes, so the steering wheel will move. Like right here, if I go through the rumble, see, I'm not, like, it's shaking because it's going through the rumble. It's just doing the force feedback thing. So if I hit a car, it'll shake. And then the truck will be damaged, and then also I'll spend some money because you get a ticket if you hit people in the game. Oliver, Volvo makes a very good truck. I don't know, man. I just drive a Volvo truck here because what else would I drive, right? I am in a Volvo interior, so I have to drive a Volvo truck. I'm not very knowledgeable in the truck world. Not to that point, at least. Well, thank you, Savito. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. And I'm really, I really want to give back to the community. Everything that I learned on YouTube and, learned doing the things that I do, I want to just give back and teach people how to do things. And also have fun while doing it. A glitch? Oh, no. I was driving on Assetto Corsa last week, and there was a car that just popped in right in front of me, and I crashed. It was funny. Strolls. Oh, thank you, Makoto. Thank you for answering. Catch you later, Savito. Thank you for joining, man. I like when it's rainy. It's really calm. I like the little sound of rain on the truck. I like them, AD. I don't have any problems with it. But you are, sir, entitled to your opinion, and I respect it. Oops. Thank you, Caden. Thank you, Anga. Hello, Truck Kun. I think because I said the Red app name a few times while I was explaining, that's why TikTok is cutting my live stream. It's so pathetic that TikTok does that. Like, I can say TikTok 1,000 times and the Red app will not get jealous. So ridiculous that they do. But it's alright, that's why I'm live streaming on the Red app. And more, eventually I'll probably stop live streaming on TikTok. What if you were to swerve to the right? So, I don't know, it would just swerve to the right like this. Really, AD? Really? Are you gonna compare people who actually sacrifice their lives for that? Dude, you just lost all my respect. So, I respect truck drivers a lot, but not one that would come here and say, just because I'm playing a game, it's a stolen value. Dude, go look at yourself in the mirror, dude. Yeah, I have to say red app. Can you believe that? That's pretty ridiculous. I have to say purple app, red app, and the green app. So they, you know, they go by colors. Oh, dude. It's just funny. But it is what it is. That's why I have 20 people watching right now. Because that's what happens on TikTok. When you start saying the name, they will put you on a timeout for a while. And then eventually it will go back to normal. It's like they're saying, here, you can't say the name of other platforms. We don't like that. They make you use their darn app for live streaming, which is ridiculous in itself. I can use OBS for pretty much any place, and they have better, like, everything. Everything on OBS is 1,000 times better than the TikTok live studio, whatever, and still, you have to use that. Thank you for the follow, guys. I really appreciate that, and this helps me a lot because, you know, I'm trying to stop TikTok, not because I don't, you know, they used to be good. Now it's just they hide my live stream. They the other day they blocked my live stream access because they said I was doing dangerous activities like driving. Tuada Baj Rami, you drive a Volvo S60. Nice. Bro going mad slow in the left lane. Joe Powell, bro doesn't know the United Kingdom. That's so funny. Joe, this is United Kingdom. If you haven't noticed, the cars were driving on the other way, on the other side, and I'm gonna be driving on the wrong side of the road. So yes, the left lane is the slow lane. How do you get this, Ivan? You can go to my red app and then find my tutorial there. I can't teach you how to drive, but you can learn how to drive using a simulator like this. Austria, nice. Greetings to Austria. How do you build a simulator like this, Connor? So basically, you just put together a bunch of wood, metal, and carpet and assemble the interior of a car onto it. On my tutorial, I'll walk you through step by step on how to do that. David, can you get some road rage? Eventually, I'll get a little angry here with NPCs, but I don't actually go like bananas. Sometimes I crash intentionally, but Tennessee. So you're in Tennessee. I love Tennessee, man. I was in Pigeon Forge like a month ago. That looks insane. How long did it take you? So it's unfair to me to say, like, I've been working on and off on this for like 3 years. But if you follow my tutorial, it will take you about a week. Build one, depending on how long you work on it. Connor, yes, the tutorial is out for the hardware, not the electronics yet, but I am working on it. I don't have Balkan C yet. I do have to buy the other DLCs. How good are simulator to be used as a training ground drive? From what I hear, Isaac, I mean, it depends on the simulator, it depends on the purpose. Like, F1 drivers drive on a simulator. That's a well-known fact. Verstappen is a very big simulator, you know, enthusiast. And other racing teams will also use simulators because it allows them to use more track with less money. Because cars I don't know if people actually know, but they're quite expensive, and track time adds up real fast. So you can learn how to drive in tracks, different tracks, and I think even trucks are used using simulators nowadays. I'm not sure. Car lover, why am I so seriously in this? So many reasons, dude. I have fun. That's the first. Then I love building simulators. That's the second. Come on. Oh, there's so many cars coming now. What are my thoughts on Truck World Australia? I don't know, man. I don't know that one. We went to Pigeon Forge 1 year ago. I love that city. It's such a unique place. Like in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of the mountain. And you have so many attractions. Like different crazy attractions. Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you. Where'd you get this from? You can get it on a junkyard. Am I inside of a vehicle, Alice? No, I am not. I'm inside my home office. Is the mileage in the total of driving in the game, Jonas? So, yes and no. The mileage is actually going up as I drive in the game, and it's accurate to real life. So if I'm driving 40 miles an hour for 1 hour, it'll go up 40 miles. Having said that, the gauge cluster came to me with about 98,000 miles on it. So I've driven more than 14,000 miles because it took me a while to figure out how to get the odometer working. But now it is working, so if I can squeeze here, I need to turn left. There's an accident up ahead. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we can squeeze definitely in. All right. You guys figure it out. The game is called Euro Truck Simulator. All right. Can you get this off of Amazon? No. No, you can't. Oh, nice, Austria. You can follow my tutorial. It's gonna work for your Saab as well, because I did build a BMW E60 and a Miata using exactly the same process, and it works the same way. Obviously, you will have to change the measurements and things, but I do talk about that in the video, in the tutorial, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to follow it. I'm driving a game, Alice. It's just a game, and I have my car in my home office. Not my car, my interior. Which country is that? I am in the UK. Right now, I think I'm in England. Let me check so I can tell you accurately. Yes, I am in England. I am in near Grimsby. I just passed Manchester, and I'm gonna take a ferry across the ocean here to Esbjerg in Norway. But yeah. Oh, it's sliding. Oh, raining and going a little bit too fast. Can I horn? Hit the horn? Yes. Honk the horn. Yes. What is better, Moza RSV2 or Moza ES? That's a good question, RW. I'm not very well informed into the specifics, so I'm not going to give my opinion on those. Hey, Verstappen 1, you're back. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. Is this real-time weather? No, Glacier, but I think it would be pretty appropriate, right, for the UK. I hear it rains all the time, so. But I'm not sure. I must say I don't know what the weather is like in the UK right now. I'm in Florida, and it's beautiful, sunny outside, super hot, super humid as usual. Can you go to Albania? I think Albania is in one of the DLCs. I don't have it, but I think you can. Oh, thank you, Terry. Are you listening to the song that I'm playing or the washing machine that just finished the cycle? Samsung washer, they go like on a crazy... it's very crowded here. Does the button on the steering wheel work? Yes, so they do work. I can change the Apple CarPlay. I can use the cruise control here. I can use the this for information right there. I don't know if you're on the vertical live stream, but there you can actually see it. The guy was letting me go. I didn't go. I'll just squeeze myself in, because otherwise it'll take forever here. It rains in a clear sky in the UK. I don't know, man. It does here in Florida quite a lot, actually. How much does it cost? So I spent about $300 in car parts and another $400 or so in all the other parts, like hardware, metal, wood, carpet. I'm not talking about the TV. I'm not talking about the computer. Just the hardware. You get the simulator where it is and what's unique about it. Does the vents work? They could work. It's super simple, but I never hooked up any fan here. Imperialer, yes, pretty much. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Can you say some good mods for Euro Truck? Oh man, I think the ones that I am using that I like quite a lot are especially the real physics, real lighting. The real car brand, not car brand, the real brand's name. What else am I using? There's some with those, like the dices here, all that kind of stuff. Very crowded. And the real traffic, so that's why it's so crowded. How much is total for everything? So, for everything that makes my simulator special, which is the car, that's $700. As for how much I spent on my simulator, in total, I spent a bit more, but I am a content creator. I do have a channel here on the Red app, and I have a TikTok with nearly 200,000 followers, and other on Instagram as well. So let's choose. We gotta go here to Esbjerg. Here, right there. Embark. What's my drive base? I have a Fanatec Club Sport DD. Are you guys seeing any delay? Is there like a latency problem on my live stream right now? Because at least on my computer, my feedback is super hot. Do you lose gas when you're playing? Yes, it uses, the gas is going down accurately as I drive. Can you drive into a building? No. Is it really simple to use RPM gauge with CAN bus? It depends on the car, it depends on the gauge cluster, it depends on several things. Oh, it stopped raining, so I can turn off my wipers. In which country are the hardest roads? Oh, it's still raining. Oh, wow. To me, it's been the UK so far, because I'm not used to driving on the wrong side of the road. So that's been a little bit more of a challenge. I have to remind myself all the time that I have to go on the wrong side of the road. What does it look like the inside of a car, but the screen is a video game? Because you just described what this is exactly is. It's a interior of a car that I built and put in my home office. And there's a TV. There's another TV here, and there's another TV on my left. There's 3 TVs, and I can see the game from those TVs. Is there a real car connected to a game? No, it's just the interior of the car. Robert, does the AC work? The buttons do work, but there is no air coming out of the AC. No, I don't need it. Do I like driving in highways? Yes, I do, in real life as well. I do drive quite a lot, but I love driving here in the game. Yes, David, that's a good description of what it is. What about gas? So what about it? It goes down, and then when I'm running out of gas, I stop at the gas station and I fill up the tank. Did this make you bankrupt? No, it didn't. I have full-time job, dude. No, it did not make me bankrupt. Actually, it's been paid off of quite a few times with just social media. So I am net positive on the simulator. Not to mention that I didn't pay for a lot of the things that you see here. Like the interior. This is the third interior that I have here for this simulator. And I didn't spend a single dollar. I do show on the video the receipt. It's just because I asked. They sponsor my video. The Easy Pasco Pull-It. So they gave me the parts. And they gave me for the BMW and the Miata as well. Oh, there you go. TikTok is not only limiting my live stream, now they're saying that I'm not there, so I have to slide their puzzle piece. It looks like a game. Well, if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, and if it walks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Does the emergency buttons work? Yes. Could you do a sim tour? Yes, there's a bunch of sim tours in my channel. On my shorts. I'm gonna make a long form content with a widescreen version of my simulator tour, and I'm gonna really soon. No, Rex. Thankfully not. 2 of my 4 cars are completely paid off. When I bought my home, my down payment was 45%. I have more than half of my house paid off. And no, I'm not in excoriated debt at all. Do the airbags float if you crash? No, they do not. There's no airbags here anymore. Oh yeah, LSPD, it is fire on this setup, man. I do play GTA 5 on this setup sometimes. What's the gas mileage? Oh, pretty low, man. I'm driving a truck and it's pretty heavy. Let me show you. You can actually change here to show the miles per gallon, which is 0.1 miles per gallon right now. Pretty awful. Does the horn work? Yes. Not here. I can press here, but I can press the turn stock. If you had a flight simulator, that would be cool. That would be awesome, Muro. Especially because I do fly real planes in real life. I fly Cessnas 150. Cessnas. I fly one Cessna 150, not Cessnas. So I have about 70 hours flying a Cessna 150. I love flying. My second passion. I wish I became a pilot when I was younger, but I didn't have the money to finish the school. But that's alright, because I can fly for fun right now, and it's just something I do. Well, thank you, Redneck. That's a compliment. Boss 1, how do you get the car parts to connect to your game's console? So Arduinos, my friend. Arduinos are the key to most of your questions here. So Arduino Micro Pro here, there's an ESP32 here, an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield here. So it's a bunch of Arduinos, essentially. Do you play F1 games? Yes, I do. I usually don't play them online, like streaming, because if you're driving like on a racetrack, you really need to concentrate. At least I do. I know there's like Jimmy Broadbent. He can drive and talk at the same time. I can't. If I'm talking to you guys and reading the chat, I'm crashing. Definitely. So I can talk while I'm driving a truck, but it's completely different than driving a real car. Oh, nice. A homemade yoke. I love those DIY solutions, dude. Thomas Troy. It does look cool. My daughter played Roblox before I bought a computer for her, but not here. The 4090 is also connected to a monitor that is behind me. I have a like a gaming monitor behind me on my desk that is also connected to this PC. So whenever I'm playing, like I played Indiana Jones, I like to play Age of Empires sometimes on this computer. I'm old, and so I just play on my desk instead of the car. What am I making? I don't know. It was like 53 euros per mile, I think this trip was. Thank you, Andre. Isn't this a car interior instead of a truck one? Yes, Gaston, that's very well observed. This is, in fact, a car interior. But if it makes sense, my reasoning behind I'm driving a truck with a car is I drive cars as well, and I think it would look weirder if I drove a car with a truck setup than it is to drive a truck with a car setup. Oh, nice. Suryansh. Sorry, man, I butchered your name. I didn't mean it, but I I did. Oh, I forgot to go there on TikTok. Let me just stop here for a second. I forgot. Oh, I can restart the live stream from here. I forgot to go slide that little thing. You're so annoying. Especially because I have to get up to restart my live stream. That's okay. That's alright. The most important is that I have you guys here on the red app and the purple app. So let's go back to the game. Is this ETS 2? Yes, sir. Alienware. No, custom build PC, man. I do have a 9950 X3D with a 4090 here. And I just put the parts together. The motherboard is a X870 plus Wi-Fi from Asus TUF. Hey, Adam. What's up, bro? Don't forget to put the seatbelt. Oh man, dude, Anthony, I really thought about going back to the junkyard just to buy a a seatbelt. But I don't know if if you watch my shorts, you'll see that the car is open here. So it's just the interior. I have triple TVs here, and it's open concept. Like I don't have a roof here or doors. There's nothing. It's just open. So in order to put the seatbelt, I would have to put like a post, something that I could put the seatbelt on so I can pull it and kind of click it. Because I do have, I don't know if you can, no, you can't see it, it's on camera, but I do have the seatbelt thing here. So that would be pretty cool. I'd love to get the seatbelt one day, just for gigs. Is this a 3-monitor setup? Yes, sir, it is. And if you go to the widescreen version, I have the widescreen live stream going on the red app right now, and the vertical one, which is vertical is much easier to be found. So you guys find me through the vertical, and then you can watch. There's 4 people only watching on my horizontal, the widescreen. So you can actually see my other TVs on that one. Play Forza Horizon. So I do play sometimes, not on live stream, and the reason is very simple. I can't really fix my camera there. They don't allow like movement in the camera like this game does. What's my main job for income? I am an executive at a very large company, and I work with market research. So no, I'm not a truck driver. Well, thank you, David. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Welcome back, Costa. I had my my black app, which I forgot to turn on my information. Let's stop again here quickly, and let's not crash, but I think I will crash. We're back. The input stopped working when you leave the window. Thank you, Adam. Oh, really? I love police roleplay in GTA. I really hope that GTA 6 comes with more like police support. Like that's something that a lot of people always enjoyed, right? And I really wish that they do out of the gate. And you turn the AC a bit cold. Yes, if I turn, it's gonna change the camera. Watch. This is the temperature knob. So now it's on 60. And I can go really hot and it's gonna go back. So at 72, it goes to the center of the cameras. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cameras. Georgia, no, I am in Norway right now, in Europe. How much was the setup, Luke? So it was about $300 in car parts if you go to a junkyard here in America and pull the parts from it. And then another $400 in hardware, wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, LCD screen, that kind of stuff. Does it actually blow air? No, it does not. I'm in my home office. I do have the AC turned on and blowing air on me. I live in Florida, so AC is pretty much on the whole time. Oh, nice. Thank you, Art. I just left the UK here in the game. Where's Euro Truck 3? I don't think it's gonna come anytime soon, dude. They're still releasing DLCs for ETS 2 as we speak. So I don't think they're gonna come with 3 anytime soon. You thought it was like 4K. It is 4K. The TVs are 4K and I'm just running the game in 4K. I'm just not streaming in 4K, unfortunately, because it will take a toll on my internet. How much gas do I have? Not a lot. I'm almost empty. The light will come on soon at any minute, but we're gonna stop at a gas station. How does speedometer work? Do trucks have manual gears? Yes, trucks do have manual gears. Not all of them, but there's a lot of trucks with manual gears. They do have like 12 to 18 gears depending on the truck. In this game, I changed my transmission to a 6-speed manual transmission so it matches my real life one. Oh, you're kidding me, Thomas. Is that confirmed? Oh, no, they didn't, Thomas. It is ridiculous if you ask me too. Thank you, Clown. Thank you. It is a real car interior. How does the speedometer work? So the speedometer is connected to an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield on top of it. And that will connect to the computer with an app called SimHub. So essentially pulling the game data and sending over to the gauge cluster. See the lights on now. I don't know if you guys can see the light on, just turned on, and we're gonna stop at the gas station here. As I just cut in front of that car. Alright, let's put the parking brake on. Turn off the wiper here because we are under this cover. Turn off the engine. Alright, so how do I fill up the tank? It's pretty easy. Behind my steering wheel, there's a button here. There's 3 buttons, actually more. There's a directional up and down, left and right, and enter and escape. So I just click enter, and now you'll see that the miles to an empty tank here on the display of my gauge cluster is going up, and the light just went off on my fuel gauge. Yes, 22. If you click that, you can see the widescreen version. How does speedometer work? Just like I mentioned, I think there's a delay on my answers and when I see your questions. Allzone, how much does this setup cost? I spent about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. Are you live on anything else? Yes, I am, DW. I am live on the red app and on the purple app. I can't believe it, Thomas. That's really ridiculous. Let's get going. Alright. Parking brake is off. Let's get going. How do you make those buttons work in the game, Fret? With Arduinos. So essentially this is a very fancy button box. So the way it will work is the buttons on the real car buttons are connected to little wires that I added that are connected to an Arduino Micro Pro. The Arduino Micro Pro is an interesting one because it is easily recognizable by the computer as a joystick or a keyboard. So whenever I press a button here, it detects a press of a joystick button, and it will do whatever I tell it to do. So if I want to change the camera, or if I want to turn on the engine, and so on and so forth. So that's how you get the buttons to work. But I am making a tutorial to put on my Red app. So you'll be able to watch it and learn how to do it. You can get any button to work in any car. Doesn't matter, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, doesn't matter the car, doesn't matter the year, doesn't matter if it uses CAN bus or not. The way I do it works with any car. It is not expensive, Allzone. What dashboard is that, Sports Planet? This came from a Volvo S60R 2005. Lena B, thank you. You have the same motherboard, but no buttons work. So, you mean the Arduino? You have to program it, and you can use ChatGPT to help you with that. That's what I use. I don't know coding myself. You think my steering wheel angle is not accurate? Yes, it is. Maybe it doesn't look like it's accurate to you because of the camera angle, but if I turn straight, I'll put it straight here. So it's straight right now, and the truck is going straight. See? No hands. It is quite dead center. And it's easy to calibrate. It's a fan attack. So I just go into the fan attack app, calibrate the center, and I'm good to go. Does it also work in other games? Bobcat YouTube. Yes, it does. It works with pretty much any modern sim racing game. And modern, I mean like anything 2005 forward, it will work. Because SimHub has a very extensive library of games that it will be able to collect information from. All right. Oh, nice. Volvos, yeah, they're tanks, man. All right, I think we can go. We are very close to Sweden, in fact. We are in Norway. Thank you, Life with OH. Thank you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. So let's merge. I think I'll tone down the rain because I put like 60% chance of rain, so it's like now it's raining all the time. Where am I in the game? I'm in Norway. We left Aberdeen in Scotland and we drove through the UK and we took a ferry all the way to Norway, and that's where we're at right now. And trying to keep within the speed limit because it's pretty low here in Europe. Hey Matin, Hasik, welcome back. I'm doing good. How about yourself, man? Hey Adrian, welcome. Life with OH, thank you. I really appreciate that. I can't even begin to tell. Especially on TikTok, which is very annoying lately to me. Is it raining a lot, Volcanic King? What's my Red app channel? It's the same as here, Flybrick S60R. Oh, dude, thanks, man. Is this BeamNG? No, it's Euro Truck Simulator. Here, we're stopped in the traffic light so I can show you my good old truck. FH16 540, and the light is green, so you gotta get going. Oh, thank you. Are the visuals in the game accurate to how the country looks in real life? I've never been here in Norway, but I believe they are, because sometimes I'm driving in the game and people are like, oh, I recognize this. You're going towards, I don't know, France. And it's true, I am. Oh, thank you for the cat, the lightning, and the bats. We're going to reach the goal if we keep like this. Hey, my friend Daryl. Welcome to the Purple app. I'm going to wash the car later. What are you up to today? Yeah, it's raining a lot here in Florida as well, but Florida is weird. It rains all the time. Did I turn in the wrong place? Because I don't see... I think it's telling me to go back. Yeah. I missed a turn somewhere. Adrian, how much did this cost? It did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. And yes, I think I am... Oh no, there's another ferry that I have to take. Oh wow. Let's go take it. Thank you, Mia. Oh, no problem. I think the key, you know, like why a live stream is because I need to interact with you guys. So if you're asking questions, more than fair that I answer them. Do I have triple screen? Yes, I do, Fret. I do have a 65-inch here, here, and here. So I have triple 65-inch 4K TVs all around me. And the reason why they're 65 is because of the width of my dashboard. So now we're going to... Oh, we were in Denmark. We weren't in Norway. But I don't remember where I have to go. Is it there? Or here? Or there? Oh boy. So let's exit here for a second before I go again, as I don't want to go in a... Okay, so the best way to go if I want to save some time would be to land here. No, actually land here. I can go straight here. Yeah, but let's land here so we can drive a little bit in Norway. So that's where I have to go. To Kristiansand. What part of Florida do I live in? I live in Tampa Bay area. The setup was definitely more than that. It was not. I do have receipts to show, and you might be confused because I'm not talking about the computer, I'm not talking about the TVs, I'm only talking about what makes my simulator unique, which is the car. So if you go to a junkyard, here in the United States at least, a junkyard's called Pick and Pull. You can just pick the parts out of the car you want, and they're pretty cheap. Like for instance, a steering wheel is $14. A whole driver and passenger seat in leather and working, they're 25 bucks. So you can just pull the parts. $300 will get you all the parts you need. Then you just need to buy wood, carpet, Arduinos, which are like 20 bucks, will get you 5 Arduinos. I have 6 here, so 7 if you count the Arduino Uno. So it's cheap, it's not expensive. It'll take you time, yes, but it's not expensive. So welcome to Norway. Now we're actually in Norway. Grimster, how did I build that? So if you go to my channel, exactly where you are right now, if you just go through my videos, you'll see a tutorial. I have a 45-minute step-by-step tutorial that will teach you how to do that. Why don't I show my face? I do show my face. If you watch my videos, especially the shorts, you'll see my face quite a few times, especially on the time-lapse. I just don't think there's a reason why I would use real estate that would take away from the real part of the show, which is the car interior, to show my pretty face. What truck am I in? I'm driving a Volvo FH16 for 540 as I'm trying to turn. Go back here. Yeah, it's a Volvo, obviously. How much would I charge to build one of these? I don't do that as a service. But eventually I will have 2 simulators to sell. One is the tutorial one when I finish making my tutorial. I do have another Volvo in my garage and a BMW that I'll be selling. But I live in Florida, so you gotta do the math. How do you connect the wheel and how do you make that shifter? So those are the easy ones, Fred. So the steering wheel, there's a tutorial on my channel as well. It's pretty simple. It's a Fanatec Club Sport DD underneath. And then I just sacrifice one of their steering wheels. I put their board here and then I put inside the Volvo. Pretty simple. I have a quick release here and it works like a charm. Now for the steering wheel, the shifter is actually simpler. All you need to do is get a shifter, put underneath the Volvo baseball, and you're good to go. How much did my setup cost? About $300 in card parts and another $400 in hardware. Wood, metal, carpet, Arduino, LCD screen, that kind of stuff. Not talking about the TVs, not talking about the computer. Well, thank you, Clown. Thank you, man. Thank you, R. Does the steering servo work? No, it's just connected to a gaming wheel, so there's nothing like from a car anymore other than the steering wheel itself. $50 miles an hour, so we can go a little bit faster here. When you're getting on the motorway, I don't know. I never driven here in Norway, to be honest with you, so I don't know. First time in Norway. In the game, and I never been in real life, so I don't know. Volvo is the expensive today new cars, even if Geely bought them. So Geely bought them, but they made Volvo again. So every engineering, design, all the main stuff is back to Sweden for Volvo. So Volvo, if anything, they gave Volvo new life because Ford was killing it. Do the buttons on the steering wheel work? Yes, all the buttons work. I can change music. I'm gonna change to the next one like I just did. I can put the information there. I don't know if you're on the widescreen, but you'll be seeing that if you are. And the Apple CarPlay also can be controlled from my steering wheel. Yes. Well, you'll never be in Europe, Metin. I have been in Europe. I have been in Switzerland. Do I have beacons? Yes, I think I do have a beacon on this truck. I don't know. I do have an ATS though. Oh, Kenton. That is true. I do repeat myself quite a lot. But I don't mind. Like, a lot of people are new people to my channel, so it's just, you know, people commenting exactly like Jake just said. It helps to push the algorithm. I'm interacting with you guys. It's just, you know, I don't see the point on live streaming if I wouldn't be answering the questions you guys have. Let's put it this way. The Volvo EX90 EV costs today $100,000 start price. Yeah, it's on the pricey end. But I think it's a fair price. I paid about $65,000 on my Volvo T8 when I bought it new. And I don't think it was expensive. I think it's fair for the car it is. Does the air conditioning work, MXPR? No, just the buttons work, but there's no air coming out of here. Does it feel real? Yes, it does, Slab. Not like in the real world, because I don't have a G-force acting, but yes, it does feel real to an extent. How much did this setup cost? About $700. $300 in car parts and $400 in hardware. Thank you, Wavy. Thank you. Maybe in the future you can set up another camera or two for a wide shot for perspective. I think that would be fun for viewers. I thought about that, dude. I think I will do that, D. I'm thinking about getting the op spot and putting behind, like, on a pop-down view. So, like, when people ask me sometimes, like, oh, what is the Apple CarPlay? I can click here and I can focus on the Apple CarPlay on the vertical and on the horizontal here, and I can also focus on the pedals. I added a new camera for the pedals. See, here. So a lot of people ask if I have a clutch, so now I can just I have a clutch, and I do use the clutch for changing gears. Like if I want to go to 6, I gotta press it down, and so on. Like right now, I'm gonna slow down here, so I need to. But I think I'll add that camera, Daryl. I think it's a good idea, man. Did I build it myself? Yes, Oliver, I did. I did build it myself. You're crashing, not me. There's a car crashing onto me right there. Crazy NPCs. Hey, D, are you watching on the vertical or on the horizontal? Floor it, Joel. I am flooring it. As funny as it may sound, I am flooring. Yeah, the new EX90 is very expensive. The XC90 is not that expensive. I think it's because it's not electric. Compare with your American salary, it's expensive. I may have missed a message, or you answering somebody. Lopez, not to be that guy, but why play this game instead of just working? Lopez, I don't mind if you're that guy, but I do have a 6-figure plus paying job. I'm an executive at a company. I work from home during the weekend. This is how I commute to my home office. So, and today's Saturday. I don't work on Saturdays, dude. Not at all. Or Sundays, for that matter. Do you like the Volvo or the BMW setup better or more? Ash Uri, I do like the Volvo more, and the reason is very simple. 2 reasons, in fact. 1, I'm a big Volvo fan. 2, and I have like, I don't even know how many buttons here. I have over 50 buttons here that I can use on my simulator, as opposed to I may have like 15 buttons on the BMW that I can use. Al Shadow, is this an AI test? I don't know what you mean by that, but that's funny. Are those pedals to the real car or just Fanatec pedals? I think you're talking about the pedals are Moza, not Fanatec, because they sent me for free, so I'm using it. And I think I do like it better than my original Fanatec ones. Oh, I got a ticket. Hey, Yos Bunny! Is it a car or a truck? It's both. I'm driving a truck with a car interior. If you compare the Toyota RAV4 and a Volvo XC60 D5, well, but the RAV4 is not as good as the Volvo XC60, dude. Not to, throw shade at the Toyota. It's a great car, but Volvos are a little more sophisticated than the Toyotas, and also Volvos come with all the safety features by default. So I do understand, like, if you just put price by price, but it's like saying a BMW, M5, or not the M5, but the X5 will cost you more than a Toyota. Yes, but it's a more car. Do you have to stream GTA 6? Oh, dude, I do have to stream GTA 6, man. I hope they make it compatible with the steering wheel out of the gate. I don't think they will, unfortunately, because GTA 5 takes a lot of modding to get the steering wheel and the buttons and everything to work, but it works, so that'd be fun. Yeah, they've been limiting their engines. That is true. Mine still does. I think they limited the Volvo S60s after 2022, and my Volvo is 2022, but I purchased at the end of 2021. So I don't think mine is limited. But to be fair, like in Florida, if you're caught driving over past 100 miles an hour, since July 1st, I think, you go to jail. So that's not even like, not ticket. You go to jail if you're caught over 100 miles an hour. That's pretty bad. Really? This car just stopped here and now I can't see. Okay, I'll just go. You guys will stop for me. What cars do I have in real life? I have 3 Volvos S60s. One is the X60R 2005, just like this one. The S60 2020 T5 and the X60 2022 T8. And a minivan. A Kia Carnival 2025. Brand new, actually. Just bought it. And I'm going to say something that I never thought I would. I love that Kia. It's a pretty good car. Japan, is that real? It is a real me playing a game, but yes. What wheel do I use? A Fanatec Club Sports DD. Where am I driving to Japan? I'm going to a city called Stavanger in Norway. What's with the arrows? Which arrows? What's my opinion on the Volvo V50 2011? I like the P3 platform, but it's not my favorite platform. Let's put it this way. I like the P2 Volvos, and I like the SPA platforms. I'm not a big fan of the P3. DJ UE, just buy a car at this point. So that comment usually comes from folks that do not have a car. And I understand. If you don't have a car, that's all right, dude. I have 4 cars, and I don't need to buy another one. And anybody that has a car, or 4 cars, and a simulator knows that a simulator does not replace a car. Totally different. I live in Florida. I'm driving in Norway in a truck. Huh. Can I do that with my car? And then if I want to go to Nordschleife and drive a F1 car there, I can go? Absolutely not. So yeah. Go to jail if you do not pass and you have to collect 200. Right, here is where we're gonna deliver this trailer. That's a class 3 felony, Shreys. Yes, they just changed that. But, you know, to be honest, I agree. I think over 100 miles an hour, you're crazy on a public road. Just go to a track day, dude. If you really want to drive fast, go to a track day. I have a daughter. I have a family. The last thing I want is some douchebag that just got their, like, car going over 100 miles an hour and killing a family. So, I'm not against it, to be honest. This is the most realistic setup of a game I've ever seen. Thank you, SRT. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So now we're gonna park, and let me show you guys where I'm parking so you guys can check it out. Let me just stop the truck. All right, thank you for the follow, guys. So here we are in beautiful Norway. It's raining, and we're parking right there in between those trailers. I think you can see there's a trailer here and a trailer right here. I'm looking at my feedback window here. Yeah, let's go back inside the truck. And the reason why I can't park just looking at the rear view mirrors is because I do have triple TV. So if you're watching on TikTok, you can change the orientation of your phone or whatever you're watching on and click on the little brackets, and you can see the widescreen. I don't think, let me see if I'm showing the rear view mirror. I don't think it shows, no. Right, yeah, I can't see the rear view mirrors. It's covered by the car seat. I gotta change that. I'll move it. Peanut, how do you make the car setup? So if you go to my channel, which you are on it, you can check out my tutorials. How much did this cost, SRT? So it did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400 or so in Arduino wood metal carpet. I think I need to turn a little sooner. Really? You got caught, Joshua? That's crazy, man. Well, thank you, Arctic Polar Wolf. Thank you, man. Yeah, now it's better. Just a little bit turning here. Too late, but still better. I think I have a connector loose here in the steering wheel. I can hear it when I turn the steering wheel. Something going down and up. What's the limit to 120 miles an hour on the Volvos? Alright, a little more, and then let's straighten up. If I can miss, there's a trailer here that I'm almost hitting. There we go, that's pretty close. Are we gonna get the green? Not quite. Oh yes, we did. Look at that. Like a glove. Tokyo, is taking the truck off-road possible like GTA? No. This game, the roads are pretty well defined. If you go off-road, you'll hit an invisible wall. RHYS Culvert. What game is this? ETS, Euro Truck Simulator. Sorry, I was parking, so I couldn't see the messages. Rocco, you're trying to build a setup like that, but you're using VR. If you're trying to build a setup like this, I mean, VR is definitely, also amazing. You can check out my tutorial on my channel. And there we are, we parked. So let me click this button here so we can get the parking brake on. And now I can click this button here that will detach the trailer. You can get a setup like that for NASCAR. Yes, you can. Wait, so it's not real? No, it's just a game. When is the tutorial for the button box on my channel gonna come? Fred, I don't want to say a date, but I am working on it. I promise, I am. I really am. How do you see the widescreen on the phone on the Red app, Dominic? I don't know how you find it. All I know is that maybe if you go to my channel, you'll see both of my live streams, because I have 2 live streams going on my channel right now. I see I have 7 people watching on the horizontal stream, which is not quite a lot, but it's usually not as easy to be found. And then I have 206 people watching on my Red app on the vertical stream. If you go to the purple app, the only default view is the widescreen, so all 6 people watching there are watching the widescreen version right now. And on TikTok, as much as I love to hate on it, it's actually simultaneously broadcasting vertical and horizontal, and you just need to turn clicking on the little brackets. Oh, there you go, Makoto. Thank you. In any case, power-wise, I think Volvo should rethink their prices a little bit because their competition is cheaper. Yeah, I mean, pricing is always a delicate thing, Eddie, and I do agree with you. Sometimes, pricing can be a very decisive factor. But I think if you look at the luxury car market, right? And let's put for a minute here Volvo, BMW, Mercedes, and Audi in the same kind of bracket. Volvo is the cheapest of those cars, and I drove several BMWs. I've drove several Volvos. I would definitely and confidently say that Volvos are in the same realm of luxury of a BMW. Obviously, there's Mercedes or BMW versions that Volvo doesn't have, like the super sophisticated 7 Series or the S-Class on the Mercedes-Benz. Audi, not so much, but the sophistication can be extrapolated on those two. But if you're looking at the regular ones, I think Volvos are in the same realm as BMWs, but the price is cheaper anyways. Obviously, it's more expensive than a Toyota, but I don't think Toyotas are par to Volvos in the luxury and interior finishing and all of that. India new. So how much did it cost? About $300 in car parts and $400 in hardware, wood, metal, carpet, and all those things. Did you program those buttons, motherboard? I don't know if I understand the question, but I did program the Arduino. Going full view just shows your mid screen. No, it's actually showing all. Now it's because I am on on this screen here, but you can see this is the other screen. You're on the widescreen. You can't see this on the vertical. This is the chat. And if I leave this, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of the truck. Go back here. Now you can see there's a continuation here. All this here is not available. And here, I think the vertical cuts right about, put my hand, right about here. So from here on, you can't see on the vertical stream. Do I use the setup to play NASCAR Heat? I don't use for NASCAR Heat. I do use it for iRacing. Tyler, which Volvo did you use? I'm using a Volvo S60R 2005. Let's find another cargo to deliver. Let's find a job here at the freight market. And this will take us to where this time? So we're starting here at Stavanger in Norway. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here. You had a Volkswagen Jetta years ago. Jettas are cool cars. In Brazil, they're pretty awesome cars, in fact. Ooh, there's a very long trip here, paying 57 euros per mile, and it's 100,000 euros, and it's gonna be far. Oh boy, let's take this huge trip here. It'll take us through the heart of Italy. All right, let's go back inside the truck and let's get going. Let's get that cargo. Engine is on, parking brake is off, check. Thank you, Tyler. They have a game called Truck Roadsters. I haven't seen that one, man. Is it good? Is it for PC? Or is it for any different platform? I have a lot of people that come around and ask me about what kind of truck games they can play on their like Xbox, PlayStation 5, and so on. But I don't know any. I don't have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, so just have the PC. Lorcan, how much did it all cost? It did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. Wood, metal, carpet, that kind of stuff. Well, thank you, Hassan. You have a 2005 Volvo XC70, right? Yeah, and the interior looks exactly identical, Oliver. Yes, it does. The only thing that's different on your car than mine is the center console. Where the handbrake is on the XC70 is a little different. That's the only difference. Other than that, all the same. Oh, PS4. Nice. Good to know. So it's Truck Roadsters. Good to know. So when somebody asks me if there's a truck game for Xbox or PlayStation, yeah, I now know. Truck and logistics. Huh, that's interesting. So you manage the company, you don't drive it? Oh, thought that car was coming. Which screen are you using in the front? Fish roof. It's the same as the ones on to the side. I have 3 TCL 4K 120 Hz. They're 65-inch TVs. Oh yeah, it keeps fluctuating, Dante, on the TikTok. I do have 235. Wow, welcome guys on the Red app, which is the app I'm focusing a little bit more. So Dante, I can't say for you to watch on a better place, but I'm telling you that I'm also streaming on that Red app with the play button in the center, and you can find my name, Flightbrick60R there, and I would dare to say the quality is better, but I'm not saying for you to go there. TikTok is pretty jealous. Marley asks, what wheelbase pedal box do you use? I'm using a Fanatec Club Sport DD, the one with the 12 Newton meters. So where is it? I don't have a cargo here. Do I have to take Wait. What? I have to go back? I have to go back. I'm going on the wrong way here. There's no cars behind me. I remember the game you had to drive on mountains in the snow. I don't know that game. Is it with a truck as well? 3 Riveni. It's a Euro Truck Simulator. Am I associated with VTC in Truckers MP? No, I am not. I never played Truckers MP yet. I will eventually try it out. Would you sell your whole PC setup? No one. I will not. However, I am. You're on the Red app right now, and if you go to my tutorial, you'll see a Volvo. So that Volvo right there is the Volvo that I am building for my tutorial, and I will sell it once it's finished. Not this one, that one. You wish it wasn't raining. I mean, I do have to reduce the probability of rain. I think I put it up too much. 60% right now. I think I'll actually just turn that down a little bit. I'll put like maybe 30%. Because I do like the rain. Not like all the time. It's been raining since I started live streaming. There's a big traffic here. Let's just go a little bit crazy because... Okay. We're, sorry. Well, they don't give a single F. You guys are taking too long. No, I never played SnowRunner. Owen, I should put something around the setup to feel more like a car. It's a personal preference. Now, why is it telling me to go back? Do I have to take the boat? That's what I'm not understanding about the navigation here. Okay, I did set up as a GPS destination. I don't understand. But where is it? It's not here, and when I was here, it was telling me to go there. Okay, whatever. I'll go back again, and probably I didn't look it enough. Do I ever roll the mileage back? I don't know how to do that. Do you get points for crashing people? No, Joshua, you lose points. I got a ticket for that, and the truck is damaged. Oh. Am I driving a car or a truck? It's a truck. Do you use the setup for Need for Speed? Never did, man, but I suppose I could, because I think that one is actually supported. How am I using an actual car for my setup? I am using just the interior, not an actual car. There's no car here. No cars were harmed in the making of this video. Is the clutch set up properly so you can install it? Yes, Owen. It is. I can show you. Now I have a camera that shows the pedals. Here are my pedals. So if I stop the truck, put on first gear, and don't, you know, I'm going to let go the clutch without pressing the accelerator, just like one should. And the truck is dead. Died. So, press the clutch, turn it on, start taking your foot off the clutch, and change gears. Why not be a real trucker? Stream that double. I earn a lot more money than a trucker, my friend. I'm sorry. And I work from home, which is even better. Here's where I don't understand. I don't see the green sign showing me like where is my cargo. That's why I'm lost. It's just not here. Did anybody see this happen before? I don't drive a real truck in real life. Does the warning lights work? Yeah. See, now the map is showing me back again. Not back again, but it's still like showing there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's not even set up again. It's just crazy. What's going on? Well, that job's not even here anymore, I think. Oh, that's the quick job, not the freight market. This is where I am. Yeah. Cargo from Polaris Lines. It says Polaris Lines right there, so I should see a green. There should be the green thing somewhere here. I'm gonna turn here. Lorcan, I'm not gonna answer you, so stop spamming or I will time out you. Well, thank you. Does your AC work? The buttons work, not the air. There it is. Now I see the green. No, it's not in the ferry. There we go. Finally. That was a little bit hidden. Freight market. Well, off we go. We're going to Catanzaro in Italy. All the way down to the tip of the boot. That's a long trip. Oh. See, I stalled the truck because I forgot to hold the clutch. Alright, where is the truck that I'm taking? Right there. I can see on my other window. Why don't I drive a car mod? Because the car mods still drive like a truck, dude. And SCS is releasing their new actual DLC with cars. So you'll be able to drive a Ford truck and car like the F-150 and I think the Crown Victoria for some reason. How much was my setup, dude? It was about $300 in car parts and another $400 in all the other stuff like hardware, metal, wood, carpet, Arduinos, that kind of stuff. There we go. Oops, clicked outside the window. There we are. So we click here and it's connected. Oh, they will. It's 100,000 euros, man. That's a long drive, but that's all right. I'm just here having fun with my friends, passengers and all. So let's go. Where's the exit? This way. Can you feel the vibrations of the engine from the truck? Yes, I can. I do have a butt kicker here on my seat that gives the vibration of the RPMs and the truck. So do I take the ferry? No, I do not. At least not here. I mean, I can take the ferry here and kind of go around. I think I'll do that. I don't need to make that long of a trip. It's gonna be long anyways. I'll just hop on the ferry here. I hope they allow me. They do. What's the maximum speed of the truck? I don't know. I never tried. Yes, John. Pretty much. A real car interior. Does it take the same time to get to destinations? No, it's compressed. Yes, I did that F1 guy. I did check out your sim. Did you see? I even liked it. So, okay. We can get the truck to Hirtshals. And then we continue the trip. Because it was telling me to come from here to here driving. And then taking this the ferry here. So I can take the ferry from here. It's a little more expensive, but... Thank you, James. Have you turned off the truck speed limiter? Yes, the truck limiter is not on. Do I have a reverse camera? Unfortunately, I do not. Wouldn't it be cool if you could drive trucks from home with a setup like that? Like real trucks, Joshua? That'd be funny. And yes, I think that'd be cool. And kind of crazy if you ask me, but cool nonetheless. Do the side mirrors work? Yes, I do have 3 TVs here, so I do have the mirrors on each side. I'm good, Petra. How about you? Thank you for asking, man. Oh, yeah, Emma. Emma is bored. Right there. That's Emma. That's Emma, everyone. She is traveling with us today, and she represents you guys. No, Emma hasn't touched her phone. She's just looking to the right. I think she is mad at me for some reason. How do you set this up, Miss or Mister? So you can find a detailed tutorial on my channel on the Red app. And yeah, you can set it up yourself. You can build one in your house or your garage or whatever you please. And I am making the tutorial for the electronics as well, so you guys can hook it up and get the buttons working. So every button works and does button things. I don't know. 8VQ. How much did it cost? So if you go to the junkyard, pull the parts yourself, it's gonna cost you about $300, and then you can spend about $400 in wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, LCD screen, and then you have a working simulator, which is the base that makes my simulator special. Ooh. Really? Dude, it's blinking yellow. How does blinking yellow works here in Europe? Here in America, if it's blinking yellow, I have the right away, and the other guys will probably have the red blinking. Driving trucks from home is all fun until you crash. Yeah. That would not be fun. Oh, thank you, Petra. Yeah, I do. Inactivity detected again? I gotta be kidding me, TikTok. Where am I from? I'm from Brazil, my friend. I was born in Brazil. Let me just see TikTok here's trying to be jealous again. So let's click here. Is that the old? Yeah, no, that's a new one. So TikTok is kind of telling me again that I have to just slide the puzzle. Let me just do that. I'll be right back. You guys won't even notice. I don't know why. It's showing that I need to do the verification, but it's not showing on the screen. I will leave for just a minute. I gotta go to the restroom, so I'll be right back. I'll just leave the view open here. I'll put in the truck just so, where's the mouse? So at least you guys hear the truck. I'll be right back. And we're back. What did I miss? Is the chat going crazy? Let me open my water. I need some water. I do have a cup holder on this, but there's a problem. When Volvo made this cup holder, I'm pretty sure, let me put the mouse here somewhere, it's gonna move this, but I'm pretty sure they didn't consider the manual shifter, because the car comes in manual. My car in the garage is manual. So there's a cup holder right down here. Can't really see it because it's out the frame, but if I put my water bottle here, you'll notice that what happens if I start using. So this is not very well thought by Volvo, and it just became my mouse pad over time. It's just something that I prefer to use for. Let me get my headphones on. Can we get to McDonald's? That'd be pretty sick, though. I'm hungry. That's why I'm gonna have some protein bar here while I'm driving. What's moving the wheel? The force feedback Megamind. That's what's moving the wheel. Fabian, do I ever drink water from the tap? Yeah, but I have a filter. I have a whole house filter. Yes, I am psycho. Apologies. I'm just eating a protein bar. Was the Volvo interior from a crashed junk Volvo? Yes. So it was in the junkyard. Where do you fit the setup? It's in my home office. It's where I work. I work from home. Am I driving a real truck? No, Billy. It's just a game truck. Hello, Shen5. I'm gonna do my best Neil wheel driving. You know when you drive with your foot on the... you can't see. You can kind of see. But I'm... like, look, Ma, no hands. I'm eating. Vax, to try to make the air conditioning work. I don't need it. I'm in my home office. Air conditioning is on all the time. It's pretty fresh in here. Nice fitting. Yeah, I think you could here, but I prefer to have a filter. Doesn't matter where I am in the world, I would have a filter. Oops. How long did it take to build? Naruto. So, it took about 3 weekends for the first version, but it's not fair for me to say that it took only 3 weekends. I've been working on it for about 3 years now. You know, slowly upgrading, improving, and adding more things. And like, if you follow my tutorial on the Red app, you'll be able to build it in a week or so. Hello. Yep, it's the only Dante. Joe Kubas, yes, for a junk car, the interior was very good. It was, in fact. I did look, obviously, for a good condition interior. And there's some parts here that I brought from other places. Like, for instance, the Spaceball here, the manual transmission here, actually came from my real car. I bought a brand new Spaceball trim for my car from Volvo, and then I put the cars here. So this is from my car. The RTI was not in the car that I found at the junkyard, so I bought it on eBay. Let's see what else. Oh, the phone. And there's other few things. Are you gonna keep the driver's display or replace with a screen? which driver's display? This one? I can already show whatever I want here. I can put the music name. Let me go to the music name. So if I turn the information wheel, so that's Stream Beats by Harris Healer. I can put the miles per gallon. I can put whatever I want. I'm trucking on an S60. Yes, I am. Huh. That's one way to play it, Joshua. Kimchi, what made me choose a Volvo? I am a Volvo fan. I do have 3 Volvos in my garage right now. And I've owned 9 Volvos in my life. I had my life saved by a Volvo. And I think Volvos are super cool cars. Underrated. Fast. A lot of people don't know, but this car, brand new in 2005, was faster than a BMW M3. It has 6-speed transmission. An active chassis, all-wheel drive. Pretty cool car. 300 horsepower. A lot of people don't know that. Can you change the speedometer from miles per hour to kilometers per hour? Where are you? You are on TikTok. Okay. I don't know if it's not big enough, but the small numbers here are kilometers per hour, and the big numbers are miles per hour. So Volvo has both miles and kilometers on their gauges. I'm sorry, I'm still chewing. I was eating a bar. It's noon here. I was a little bit hungry. That's why I'm like talking like this. Oh, we're going to Italy. We're gonna have some pizza. It's a me, Mario. Naruto, how much was it all together? You can spend about $700 with the car part and the hardware. And then whatever you spend on monitor, computer, wheelbase, that can adjust to your budget. So that's why I usually don't say how much I spent. I mean, it's not a secret. I spent more than $10,000 on this. But I do have triple TV here with 4K, 120 hertz. Everything works, and well, if you want everything work, that's gonna cost you still $700. But I do have a computer that's very powerful. I have butt kicker, lights, and the works. But if you're on a budget, you can buy a cheaper wheel. You have a monitor and a PC. You only need about $1,000 to build one of these. Oh, if you need to step out, JM, for lunch or something, don't worry, man. I really appreciate your help moderating. Have I been in London? No. On the simulator, yes. Not in real life. Harvis, do I play any other games other than ETS? Yes. I do play Assetto Corsa, iRacing, BeamNG, Assetto Corsa Competizione. I don't play the new one yet a lot, but eventually I will. I don't take jobs for building, my friend. I work full time at an office from home. I have an executive position in a very large company, so I earn very well, and it wouldn't make sense for the price that I would have to sell it for the time that I would spend building it. Joey OFC. Oh man, tell me you don't have a car without telling me you don't have a car. I have 4 cars, bro. You can find them on my TikTok. You can find videos of them. Yeah, so cars are not like simulators. I don't know if you knew that, but simulators you can drive anywhere in the world. I'm in Florida right now driving. I don't even know where. France? Denmark. I don't know, but I'm somewhere in Europe. Is the Volvo wheel just connected like a Trustmaster or something? I'm assuming. Quad 9, it's connected to a Fanatec, but yes, it's connected to a wheelbase from a gaming wheelbase. So it's basically acting like a joystick. How about BeamNG Drive? Yes, I love BeamNG. It's one of my top 3 games that I have most fun playing. Where do you see your gas? So, Michael, this gauge right here, I think you can see my finger pointing to the right gauge here. Oops. Kind of dark. I might need to lighten up the... Let me do that. Because I do believe it's kind of dark today, the gauge cluster. I don't know why. It's not the light, it's the light from the outside, because it is on. The lights are on. Blinkers. So I have to get out of the screen here to do this. And then I can click here. Properties. Oh, not this properties. This properties. And configure video. Camera. Let's put -4 maybe. Is it too bright now? It's okay. Yeah, that looks better. I'll leave it at 4. All right, back to the road. What cars do I have? Sorry, I'm reading the messages from the top. Where do I see the gas? I answered. Have you seen YouTubers selling the exact copy of their setup? Would you be able to do it, or is it complicated? I think I'd be able to sell it, but delivery wouldn't be that easy. So unfortunately, you'd have to be in Florida or come pick it up. Josh is old and can't drive a manual. Probably. What cars do I have, Joe Kubas? I do have 4 cars. One is pretty simple, a 2025 Kia Carnival minivan. Pretty cool. I never would thought that I would say that. It's one of my favorite cars. It's a very utilitarian. I can take a bunch of stuff there. I do have a 2005 Volvo S60R, just like this one, exactly the same with the navigation, 6-speed manual transmission, more than 300 horsepower because it is tuned. And I also have a Volvo S60 2020 T5, the one with 254 horsepower, and I also have the Volvo S60 2022 T8. That is the 415 horsepower. And it goes from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. TNS243. So what kind of simulator is this? It's just a simulator that I built in my house, my friend. You drinking and driving, Josveni Medeiros. I am, in fact, drinking and driving. However, I'm drinking water. Maybe you don't know, but this is a sparkling water. San Pellegrino. We're going to Italy. We might as well visit the factory, right, where they make this. All right. Yes, Naruto. I was in Illinois Tuesday and no, actually. Was Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday? Wednesday and Thursday. I went to Chicago. Rockford, to be exact. I was on a business trip. Chicago is one of my favorite cities in the U.S. What year is the Volvo? 2005. You know, I used to drink a lot of Coke. Like Coca-Cola, man, like 5 cans a day. I always been good not to gain weight, and I still am. I'm absolutely not overweight. But I just felt like I was drinking too much Coke, you know. So the next best thing was sparkling water. And that kind of just works for me. So wait, your XC60 is a T5 and not the T8 hybrid. I do have both Jacudas, but I don't have an XC60. I have the just S60, the sedan. I have a sedan 2020, that's the T5, that's not the hybrid, and I do have the T8 hybrid 2022. So I have both cars, and they're all black. I'm not very creative. Did the sim cost more than your actual car? No, Josh. The Volvo S60R 2005, mine was in very good condition, so it's only 108,000 miles. It's manual. This makes my Volvo kind of rare here in the US. So I spent way more than the simulator. Oh wow, 24 hours, New York to Florida? It's a drive. You want a Pellegrino? Cheers, my friend. Drink water, guys. Important. Used to like Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is good. I like those, like, bright Mountain Dew kind of sodas. Kurdistan, a normal car interior with a truck. Yes, sir. My revs are too high. They're not. I can explain. That's actually, wow, Curry. It's the first time on this live stream that somebody asked this question. So the reason why the RPMs are at 4,000 RPMs on my gauge cluster is the fact that I calibrated. So 2,000 RPMs in the game truck means 7,500 in the real world gauge cluster here for me. It's just that I calibrated because otherwise, if I showed the actual value, it'd be going from 600 to 2,000, 600, 2,000, and that's not a lot of movement on my needle. But I wouldn't be able to see, you know, the red line, and I can just kind of glance and see where the red line is. I'm actually at 4,000 RPMs in the gauge cluster. It's about 1,200 in the truck. Let me see. Exactly 1,100 RPMs on the truck. So how many silly comments? I don't think they're silly, man. I understand why people, you know, are curious and they ask the same questions, especially because in live streaming, not a lot of people will watch for a long time. So there's a lot of rotation. So I get, like, for instance, on the vertical live stream right now, there's 25,000 views. I didn't have 25,000 people sticking around with me here. It's just a lot of people came, watched a few seconds, maybe asked a question, and then they just moved on, you know. So, Corey, am I an engineer? No, man, I'm a business administrator, bachelor's in business administration by graduation, and I work with market research. Just that I really have a passion for making things. And I built this, and I'm very stubborn, so until I get everything working, I don't give up. That's kind of my my vibe, you know. Nick, thank you, man. Thank you, Nick 7274. Divine, go fast. I don't want to get a ticket. I'm already over the speed limit, which this reminds me I have to take a notch down here, slow down a little bit, and use the engine brake. Do I like this game? Nah, man, I hate it. Of course I do, man. Lowering down to about 50. There we are. Let's put the 6 gears and let's put the cruise control. Now we're on cruise control. How many gears forward does your lorry have? Originally, this Volvo comes with 12-speed transmission. I changed in the game for a 6-speed transmission so I can match my 6-speed manual transmission in the Volvo here. So that's why I do have 6-speed in the truck and 6-speed in real life, and that's why you see the number 6 here. That's a gear I'm at right now, and this is the highest gear this truck has. Well, thank you, Nick. Thank you, man. Can you drive a real truck? I don't have the CDL, man. I could rent one of those moving trucks, but they're not like big like this. I never driven a big truck in my life. Why Euro Truck Sim and not ATS? Crazy pill. That's a good question. I mean, I have 1,000 hours on ATS, but there's a lot of people that watch me from Europe, especially because I live stream early in the morning, and they keep asking me for ETS, so I just decided to, you know, kind of go on ETS. Divine, how did I build this and how long? So on my channel, on the Red app, you can find a tutorial. I built it by going to the junkyard, pulling the parts, and then rebuilding it on a structure of 2x4. So there's 2x4s, there is a plywood base here, and I just pretty much mounted everything on top of that. Then you put carpet, you make the buttons work, and essentially you get it working. It took about 3 years that I'm working on it, on and off. But if you follow my tutorial, it's going to take you a couple weeks to build one. I'd say about a week if you're working all week. It's not complicated. It's just, you know, it takes some time. That's all. Do I have the whole IP? Not sure I understand the question. You were thinking about getting your CDL, Corey. That's cool, man. BMW M140i from the UK. Nice. Oh, thank you, Gabe. You build trucks? That's cool, man. What kind of trucks do you build? Not so seeing, just go fast for once. If I'm late, I will go fast, but I don't need to go fast now. I just want to keep within the speed limit, not get a ticket, and talk to you guys. We got the whole cars for video games before GTA 6. Yeah, we did. Oh, did you guys see that? There was a car crash here on the other lane. Huh. Vidney, why don't I use a car mod? Because car mods in this game still drive like a truck. So I might as well drive a truck. Yeah, they don't. Cash. I think they're pretty lost. Where am I driving to, Fabian? We're going to Italy. We're going to very, very far south in Italy. Almost to the tip of the boot, actually. Yes, we are. We're going to Italy. RP Gaming, hello. Mark, why, bro? Why what? Exactly. All gauges work? Yes, triple X, double triple X. Yes, all gauges work. Everything you see here is working, and it's in sync with either the game or my computer. For instance, 66 degrees is the temperature of my CPU right now, and here, right about in the middle, means that my GPU is at around 61, 62 degrees Celsius. Is this a game, RP? Yes, sir, it is a game. How long is to Italy? Let me see here. We will take another 1 hour and 43 minutes driving in the game so we can get to Italy. And we're driving with Emma here, so we're not alone. And I have you guys here with me as passengers, which is pretty dang awesome. Is this realistic for you? Yes, this is realistic for me. Might not be for you, but it is for me. Oh, we're too fast. Is the CarPlay actually connected to my phone? No, not connected to my phone. It's connected to an app called SimHub. And that's why I am able to get real, actual information that's useful for the game. So you can see there, I just put it up now, the Apple CarPlay, so you can see in detail. I have truck information, damage, where I'm going to deliver, the music that's playing right here. I have information about how long it'll take, and a bunch of other information, air pressure, oil pressure, water temperature, all of that. Is the miles go up in sync with the fuel range in the game? No, Vidney. And the reason is very simple. The odometer here, the miles are going up, like in the real world. So if I'm driving at 60 miles an hour for 1 hour, it'll go 60 miles up. So that's just very simple. 60 miles, 60 miles. Now, the miles here are shown from the game. So the game is actually telling my gauge cluster right now that I can drive 948 miles before my tank is empty. So this means this is also calibrated to the miles in the game, which go down much faster than in real life. It's about 20 to 1. Can you crash? It can crash, yes. Is Emma a lizard? No, she's you guys. How do you not lag inside the game? I do have a 9950X with a 4090 here, man. Shoot intruder. Dang, man. I think they're hiring trucks in real life. Oh, man, you could apply, dude. Go for it. I have a full-time job, pays very well, and I'm here at home having fun on my simulator. But thank you. Can you play BeamNG? I can, however, I don't think I'm gonna play BeamNG today. They need to make a fighter pilot simulator game like that. I think they do have one. That's pretty accurate, if I'm not mistaken. How did you hook up the PC to the gauges? It's with an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield. The name of the game, RP, yes, the game is called Euro Truck Simulator. What time is it in my country? It's 12:34 Eastern Standard Time. Does my wife approve of Emma? She does. It's funny because the other day she walked in the room and the TV is right here and the entrance to the room is right here on my left. So she came to talk to me and she saw Emma and she was like, who is she? I'm like, that's you. It was funny. You should buy a diesel rev gauge or M. Nah, man, I don't think so. And even still, the Volvo diesel cluster is like 5,000 RPMs. I just rather have it calibrated like I do. It's calibrated, so it's if it's 2,000 RPMs in the game, it's gonna show to me 7,500. It's just simple. Just understand that the whole motion is as many RPMs that I can go. Do I play Truckers MP? I do not, never did, but I will try eventually. Is there a way to center the camera onto the gauges, Naruto? I mean, I could have the arm going a little bit further here, but it didn't look as good. And then also I can't catch the side. So that's why it's kind of tilted. You can kind of see this is the camera right here. What's my favorite restaurant? That's a different question. I never had this been asked to me. I don't know, man. My favorite restaurant, like of the fast food-ish chains, was Cracker Barrel, but they changed the menu and they removed my roast beef. That got me really pissed. So it's not my favorite restaurant anymore. So I don't have one. Is that set up from a real car, Chris Terry? Yes, it is. It's from a real Volvo S60R. As I almost crashed into that police officer right there. That police. The DLCs that I have here are, I think I got a promotion. So I got some, I don't know which countries, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember. Franken 5, bro needs a job. Oh, Franken 5, tell me you don't know how money works without saying you don't know how money works. How do you think I built all of this? How do you think I bought all my cars? I have 4 cars. How do you think I fly real planes? Bro has a job, dude. You need a job, so you get off YouTube and just saying nonsense things on other people's live stream. Do I play American Truck Simulator? Yes, I do. Now, why am I not playing American Truck Simulator? I am trying to grind here for ETS a little bit. A lot of people watch me from Europe. And so I've been playing ETS for like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. So maybe a small GoPro would do the job. It doesn't open enough. I did put a GoPro here once. It's less than this one. This is a webcam that is very wide, so it's so far it's the best thing I can get. Identifies as a 65. Is that a green screen in an Altima? Oh, you couldn't be more wrong in all fronts. So you can't recognize a Volvo, and this is a TV. Do I like cars or trucks? I'm a car guy, but I do enjoy playing the trucks here, man, to be very honest with you. Can you do an engine brake? Yes, Daniel. So let me turn off the cruise control, and if I didn't see the lane was ending. Let me change the lane here. So if I hold here this the wiper lever, it will turn on a red light. You can see a red light turned on my dashboard. That's the engine brake. How slow am I going? I'm actually over the speed limit, which is 50 miles an hour. We can always block if he continues. Is it multiplayer? No, I'm on a single player. How much patience you need to set this up, man? Oh, man. Sometimes a lot of patience. I had to go to bed, like, frustrated a lot of times. From where to where am I driving, Luca? I'm driving from Denmark all the way down to Italy. Would you visit the UK? Yes, definitely. I'm actually planning next year to go to Europe with my wife and daughter. My brother lives in Barcelona. Do I have Insta360? Yes, I do. I have an Insta360, the DJI 2, and the GoPro, but I don't usually use them as a webcam here. Hey, Magic Gamer, welcome back. What truck am I driving in-game, Mohammed? I'm driving the Volvo FH16 540. So hard to drive when you're not inside a truck. Bro is rich. I'm a millionaire, man. I have a wife, a beautiful wife and daughter, and they're healthy. This makes me a millionaire. Do they have this game on PlayStation 4? Unfortunately, I don't think they do. How much is the setup, Tom? About $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware, wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, that kind of stuff. Alright, gotta move lanes here. My fuel is running out so quickly, Damien. Yes, because the game is like compressed. All the miles you drive, like if you drive 1 mile in here, which is the real miles, it will drive 20 miles in the game, just about. That's why the fuel goes down so fast. And they do that. It's kind of easy to understand. Like, if you think about it, I'm doing like way over the speed limit. What do you mean the speed limit here is 37 miles an hour in the middle of the road? We'll just get the ticket. Well, it's easier to understand. Like, we just left Denmark on our way to Italy. That would be like, I don't know even how many days driving. But it will take an hour and 30 minutes now for me to get to to Italy. Agro777, are you actually a pilot in real life? I am not licensed yet, but I do have 70 hours in the Cessna 150. I am finishing my flight school, but I do fly in real life. I did my cross-country solo, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that kind of makes me a pilot in real life, yes, but I'm not yet licensed. I will be, though, very soon. Can you go in-game to the UK? Yes, I did go to the UK. Actually, I started today's live stream in the UK. Can you crash for me, please? No, man. I'm sorry. Do you have the chain accessory? What chain accessory? Not sure what chain accessory you're talking about. Will I ever try Roblox? I tried Roblox. I can play Roblox here on my other monitor. This computer is hooked up to another monitor. Am I in Germany? I think I am already in Germany. Kirchheimer, yes, I think I am in Germany. I didn't see the exit signs yet. Do I play car games? Yes. Instead of having a camera hang, how about having it stand? This one? There's no way to put on a stand here. And it doesn't have enough room, so it'd be too close. It can't capture the whole thing. Do you have an HVAC unit? No, just the buttons work, but there's no air coming out of there. How long does it take to get to Italy from the UK? I'm guessing about an hour and 40 minutes here in the game. Why the RPM is so high on a diesel truck, the bluegill? So there's a very simple reason why it is high. So this is calibrated. So I do have the truck sends 2,000 RPMs to the gauge cluster, and the gauge cluster will convert it to 7,500. So that's why you see the RPMs are high, because I have an 8,000 RPM gauge cluster. Doesn't the steering wheel bother because it's shaking so much? No, it kind of feels like real life. When you have a real wheel connected to a driving axle and, you know, things, it does shake, and truck wheels do shake. So, yeah. Oh. Already almost crashed into that truck. I'm using the turn signal and that car did not let me in. That's very annoying. How long am I streaming? I don't know, Coda. My wife and daughter, they went out. My daughter has arts class on Saturdays, and they said to me they were gonna have lunch outside. So I'm just chilling here. I might go for another maybe hour because I'm getting hungry. Oh, thank you, Magic. Yeah, I try to remember the usernames. Sometimes I don't remember the conversations we have, but I do try to remember like everybody that pops in, and I recognize the usernames, you know. Do I have force feedback? Yes, it has 12 Newton meters of force feedback. Which engine do I have in the FH? The 540 horsepower. Hard tick. Yes, shout out to you, man. Is it realistic as a car? It's very realistic. You don't have the G-forces acting when you turn, but it's, you know, it's very realistic, yes. The sitting position, the steering wheel, and the fact that I have the same car in real life, you know, that all adds up to the realism. Does the radio actually work? Yes. So the radio does work, and also the 6 CD changer works there. The FM, AM, and audio comes from the computer also here if I'm not listening through the headphones like right now. RXZ, I'm doing fine, man. Great, beautiful Saturday here. How about yourself, man? You're thinking about getting ETS too. Dude, check out, because they did have a sales going, and they were like selling for $4.99 the game, and you could get with some DLCs for like 17 bucks. So it was pretty good price. I've always wondered why the US have the big trucks instead of the EU cabovers. That's a good question. I always wondered too, man. Why do US trucks have the hood while the, not just European, in Brazil, I'm from Brazil, I was born in Brazil, and trucks in Brazil are like this as well, like in Europe. Like they don't have the hood. They're just, the engine would be right here. Emma Loop. So this is Euro Truck Simulator. Oh man, Trace, go to bed, dude. Go rest, man. I hope you feel better, dude. Don't worry, man. If you need to rest, just go rest, dude. Don't worry. Oops. I don't know if it's me, but I believe that, at least in the game, maneuvering the American trucks is a little bit easier than the Euro trucks. I don't know. It's just that I think it's a little easier for me. How can you see if you're driving? What do you mean? I guess US have enough space to drive the big trucks. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that could be, I don't know, Magic. So I'm gonna take your word for it. Can you haul animals? I think so. Yeah, there is. If you like, sometimes you'll haul animals, but it doesn't change the way you drive because it does. You can't hurt people or animals. I don't know. Emma Loop, how can I read the comments? It's on my left screen here. I have 3 TVs here, and you guys are on my left TV. Hey, Rhea, excellent. Hello to South Africa, man. Thank you for watching. In some parts of the EU, you can barely pass in... Yeah, that is true. I've driven in some places here that are super tight. T071, I do care, so please don't say that, or I will ban you, because I don't care about comments like such of yours. Am I going straight? Yes, I am going straight. What car do I have in real life? I have 3 cars and a minivan. So I have a Kia Carnival 2025. I do have a Volvo S60 2005 S60R, just like this one, a Volvo S60 2020 T5, and a Volvo S60 2022 T8. That's it, but can you see your left mirror? Yes, RXZ, I can see not only my left mirror, I can see the right as well. I can see both mirrors. Is this the Volvo S70? No, this is the S60, Agro. Well, I will ban you if you talk one more time. I will ban you because you are saying like things that are irrelevant right now. I don't ban people for asking questions, and I don't think any question is stupid because I understand their curiosity. So, I mean, you can just chill, take a chill pill and watch, or you can just push a little further and I will just ban you. Hey, Diesel. Good, man. How about yourself? Do I have high and low gears with the gearbox? No, I did change the truck's transmission in the game to a 6-speed transmission. I mean, if you so much insist, yes, that can be. So, this is the push, and that will be the push. Goodbye. Thank you for not watching. Go back. You're waiting for Apex Racer to update the BTW. I'm not sure I know that one. How much was the full setup, Chris? So the part that you're, actually seeing as different, the car, and the fact that it works, so that was $700. Barrel, are all the buttons here linked to the game? Yes, sir. Every single button you see is linked to the game. I can press any button here and do different things. As I'm driving way over the speed limit here, and Samuel, if you go to my other videos, you'll see me driving GT3 cars and a bunch of other stuff. How does the wheel and everything like indicator work? Arduinos, Emma. A bunch of Arduinos. So I can get the, the wiper, the turn, the high beams, the horn. Is it raining? It just started raining again. What else? What other platforms am I streaming on, Kartik? I am streaming on TikTok and on the Purple app, as well as here on the Red app. How long do I stream? Terry, usually just about 2 hours. Today I'm just going a little over 2 hours, as I need to move because that truck is coming. That is true, Magic. I guess that's, you know, that's great for people who want to just chill. Yeah, man, I do have one. If you just watch my videos, you'll see my face. I don't need to do a face reveal. Not hiding. Do I play Fortnite? I do not. Oh, thank you, Emil. Yes, Emma, but I cannot say because the app you are in right now, TikTok, is very jealous. What's that beeping? It's me going all over the road, and that's the lane keep assist. What games do I play in my spare time? Assetto Corsa and BeamNG. Those are the ones I play the most on my spare time. When I'm not live streaming, I'll be playing one of those. Is it in a real car, Kenya? No. This is in my home office. I'm in just the interior of a car. What's the speed limit? 50 miles an hour. I'm trying to get back to 50. I'm on uphill here. 45, almost 50, 50 miles an hour. Do I play Motorfest? I never did, Leticia. Vika, no, is a simulator. You can see it on the shadow. Vika, there's nowhere saying that this is a real car driving on a real road. I am saying, and in fact, it is a real car interior, but it is not in a real road. So, thank you, Sherlock. And I don't mean that disrespectfully at all. Have I thought about playing NASCAR with this setup, Naruto? Yes, I actually do play NASCAR in iRacing. That's one of my favorite games to play with NASCAR. Assetto Corsa doesn't quite make it. Their AI for the NPC drivers for NASCAR, they really suck. What cars do I have in real life, RM? I have 3 Volvos S60s and a minivan. 2025 Kia Carnival. Does the radio work, Amelia? Yes, it does. What's my speed? You can kind of see here. It's about 50 miles an hour right now. Why so many S60s? That's a fair question. I have the 2005 S60R, just like this one, in manual. This is my garage queen, so I drive it only on the weekends. I will drive it today, and I love that car. That's my favorite car, as you can definitely tell. The S60 T5, I drive sometimes. My wife drives it most of the time, and the Volvo S60 T8 is the one that I drive all the time. And the minivan, because, well, I love having the space to go to the junkyard and buy interiors, so I do need a minivan. JJ4, do I also have a job as a trucker? No, I don't. Not looking for a job as a trucker. You can't see the side mirrors, bro, because the camera isn't wide enough. If you're watching on the widescreen version, you can see the other TV, but the mirrors are just behind the seat here. Car interior for a truck. Yes, sir. Why so much traffic? I do have the realistic traffic turned on. So it's about 6:30 p.m. in the game, meaning it's like hush hour. Kameha Prime. AI in a few years will make your gaming peak, hopefully. Hope so. What is a sensitive word for some people? Job? Not a sensitive word for anybody. The T8 Polestar engine is the T8 the Polestar engineered one. I don't have the engineered Polestar tune. It does have the original 415 horsepower with it. The one I have is the Inscription model, so I don't have the R design model. That's why I don't have the Polestar engineered. I think all the Polestar engineered ones come with the R design, but I'm not sure. Instead of NASCAR, what about Wreckfest with this setup? That's a good idea. I've seen Wreckfest, and it seems like a fun game. I do have Beam and Jeep, and that is a lot of fun. Free, how did you get the car set up? In the junkyard, man. I just went there and pulled the parts. Isaac, you're hungry. Yeah, we gotta stop for fuel here in a minute. In any ways. So you can grab some food. Is this game free? No, it's not. It's $4.99 now on Steam. It was on sale the other day. I don't know if it still is, but it's not anymore. It's not free. It never was. Sorry, not anymore. I don't know why I said that. I heard Automobilista has a really good steering feel for wheel setups. It does, RM. It does. One of the best overall simulators, in my opinion, is Automobilista. Just so hard to get the camera set up, you know. It's so annoying. Can I turn off the the lane assist? Rick, I'm sorry. I know it's very annoying, like all the beeping, but it does help me because I'm reading the chat, and if I hear the beep, I know I'm going off the road. So we'll stop here for some fuel. And as you can see here, let me turn off the wipers. The light's on, and I only have 200 miles of until the tank is empty. So all I have to do now is click enter. There's a button here behind my steering wheel, and that will fill up the tank. So you can see now the miles are going up, and the light is now off. Oops. Yeah, you can stop by the the gas station here and grab some snacks. Awesome, man. MK4 Supra will be an amazing sim, dude. Dude, that'll be epic. People love to hate on my Volvo. I'm sure nobody's gonna hate on your Supra. In all the simulator games, how much money do you think you have altogether? I think I have like 30 million money in the American Truck Simulator, and here I have 146,000 euros, and this trip is gonna pay 100,000 euros, so nice. 3, do I have a tutorial on how to connect everything to my gaming system? Yes, it's yes and no. I have the tutorial up already for the hardware, so you can see me building it step by step and teaching you how to build one of these. But I am recording right now, not right now physically because I'm playing here, live streaming, but I am working on a little bit every night on my tutorial for the electronics. So yes, I will post it on my Red app if you are interested. What else am I streaming on? I'm streaming on the Red app in vertical and horizontal, and I'm also streaming on the Purple app. Game name is ETS, Euro Truck Simulator. Thank you, who knows? Thank you, man. Yeah, I think building your simulator is a lot of fun, to be very honest with you. And I love building just as much as I love playing. This is something that I can tell people who build their simulators. Like, you're gonna have so much fun building it and then tweaking and improving and doing a lot of things. So yeah. Does a hazard switch work? The one in your car? Yes. So I can press here, you see the hazard lights are on there, and in the truck as well. See there? Hazard lights are on, now they're on. Hey, Acquisti! Hello again. Why does the gas go down so fast, Makina? That's a very good question, and their answer is very simple. So the game is compressed. So you don't have to drive like, I'm driving from Denmark to Italy. I don't have to drive like for 4 days. So because of that, they do like every mile in the gauge cluster here will represent 20 miles in the game. So it's always going super fast because, you know, it's compressed. It's 20 to 1. Can you play the song? I can't play songs, man. I'm live streaming on the Red app as well. And on the Red app, the copyright for songs is a little more tight. So I don't want to get my live stream copyrighted. So that's why I play only copyrighted free songs on my live stream. How much would this entire setup cost to build? $700 to build the part that makes the setup special. The car and to have the buttons working. That's it. Obviously, I'm not talking about the monitor, the computer, or the wheelbase, but those are things that you can buy for as cheap as you can or as expensive as you want. Thank you, Tree. Why am I driving so slow? I'm not. Actually, I'm going over the speed limit here. I'm going a little bit faster here, young in the God. So the speed limit here in wherever I am right now, I don't even know. Oh, there's a station, a wait station. That's something you don't see a lot here in Europe, a lot in the US, but not here in Europe. Speed limit was very low, so that's why I'm driving slow. How much was the game? It's like $4.99. I bought it at on sale on Steam. Is there cops? There are cops in the game, but they don't pull you over. They just write you a ticket. Thank you, Bevo ASMR. Really? Magic Gamer. Yeah, that's people. I don't have to stop and press the button here? Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, alright, alright. Do I have a working cruise control? Yes, I do. Is the kilometer stand, I think you're talking about the gauges. Yes, it's functional. Break the law. And the law won. No, man. I don't want to get a ticket. But thank you, man. Yeah, it's raining again. Today our live stream has been plagued with a lot of rain as I'm scratching my windshield here in the tunnel. You have to wait, guys. There you go. How fast are we going? About 50. About 50 miles an hour. That is around 80 some kilometers an hour. Can you get pulled over? You don't get pulled over, you get a ticket. You just hear the, like, it's a sound of like coins falling. And he goes beep, beep, beep. And then you know you got a ticket. And it will say on my left, on my right here. But we're crossing the border here, I think. Alright, which lane? Trucks are on this lane. Okay. That noise, but I paid a toll, but that's how you get the sound you get when you get a ticket. Same sound. No, Garvins, you don't need this type of setup to play the game. You can have a keyboard. You can play with a controller. You can play with a cheap steering wheel. So, no, I mean, obviously you can increase your immersion if you have the, you know, the wiper, the turnstock, and all of the other stuff, but... sorry, what you can't find official. The Bros. This game is called Euro Truck Simulator. ETS 2. Do I have any car mods here? I do not. Trey, I don't have any car mods here. Yes, thank you, Misco, for answering. What shifter am I using? My Trustmaster TH8A stopped working. So I'm using the generic. There's, you know, those generic, if you type in on Google, generic USB shifter, you'll find this one. It's like a black box with the shifter on top of it. Hey, Trey, thank you, man. So you'll find, you know, that shifter, and then it's under my real Volvo Spaceball here. Who is Italian? We're headed towards Italy. We're about an hour away still. I don't even know, where are we? Let me see. So we are in Innsbruck. So are we in Germany? Yes, we are in Germany. Oh, nice. We're almost in Italy. Italy is very big. So that's why we're still an hour away. We're headed towards Italy. We might want to go and sleep if we find a place to sleep, because it's getting dark and I don't like to drive at night here, mainly because you guys can't see much. So I'd rather you guys watch, you know, where I'm going. Here, how do I do the Apple CarPlay without MSI Afterburn? Oscar, you can get my Apple CarPlay without the MSI Afterburner, but you won't get the stuff to work. Then if you don't want to use the MSI Afterburner, you can use the other one. I forget now the name. I forgot. There's two others. Ada. You can use Ada. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a car there. I didn't see him. So you can use Ada, whatever number there is, or another. But you need an app that will send the information to your Apple CarPlay. Otherwise, SimHub won't be able to get all the information. Hey, this is Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, it's so funny, Hod News. I'm not kidding you. It's a game about traveling. It's a truck game. And I guess the big one is you, because you don't have the same following I do. I have 4 cars, and I'm playing at home on a Saturday with over 200 people watching right now. 130 on the Red app, which you are right now, and then another 100 on TikTok. So I guess the big L here is you. But that's alright. I'll just ignore you from now on. Yes, Misco, I really want to go, and I think next year we're planning to go. I was talking to my wife the other day, and we're pretty set on going next year. My brother lives in Barcelona, and I've never been there, so I gotta go and visit someday. Can you run over a car? Yes. Unfortunately, you can. Sometimes you can't really see with the blind spots on the truck. So it is possible, and I've done that a few times. I just ran into a car when I was taking the exit. Tried making the rear windows and windshield with screens, but a set of Corsa doesn't want to render 7 screens. Yeah, dude, it's annoying. Like, I wish they would have like an easy way to render at least the rear view mirrors, you know, on a separate window. That'd be pretty awesome. Like, can you imagine if you just put the real mirror and you have a screen in the back, just always showing your camera that's facing the back? That'd be pretty cool, man. Does everything work? Yes, Harley. Everything you see here will work. Everything. like from the cameras to not hitting that car. Where is the truck lane? Off to the right. Trailers actually, but I'll take it. Ooh, kind of tight. We'll go. Hope we don't get stuck. This is super tight. I think I'm on the wrong lane. But I like soccer. Really? Not gonna let me through? I'm gonna have to back up. That's funny. I don't like soccer, man. I kind of like watching when I was younger, but I'm not a big soccer fan. Yeah, Trey, I agree. But there's a lot of people that will be like feeling so much better about themselves if they just hate on anything, and they're not even capable of building something. It's just pathetic. So that's just the way it is. So I think I gotta go to this far right. Bro, play your radio. I am. There is music playing. There we go. Toll paid. All you have to do is go to the right lane. Who would have guessed? Did the rain stop? I think it did. All the buttons work, and yes, and so do I. Actually, I found a mod that lets you render specific camera spots of the game on distinct monitor, but it's very performance costly. Oh, dude, I hope that gets less costly in the future, because I would love, like, I really thought about having, like, you know, a structure where I could put the mirror here, and that would be so cool. Can you comment the name of the... I assume you're talking about the game, right? It's called Euro Truck Simulators. Bright the lights, Eric. So the lights are very bright, and the reason why you're not seeing them as bright, it's the same reason why when you're driving during the day with your lights on, you can't see the lights on your gauge cluster or the lights, because there's so many lights here. I have the lights on the ceiling. I have 3 TVs here shining lights. So, and for that reason, the lights on the gauge cluster are very dimmed for you. But they're not. They're very bright, actually. Brian, you drive a truck or a car. Sound like a car, bro. Sounds like a car? Let me stop the music for a second. That sounds like a car? That's a truck, dude. What the heck? In any case, let's stop here for a nap, because I want to turn day. Auto. I would assume that if that is auto, this is truck. Do you need a good PC to play, Garvins? I mean, if you're not trying to run triple 4K like I am, you can run on a cheaper PC. You don't need, like, you know, a super expensive one. Okay. Why not show? I hate when it does that, when it's very sensitive where you stop. We'll have to back up and go to the other place. Alright, let's back up. Well, the 5090 should be able to render. And you can also, like, you can use those, like, if you're not trying to run like 120 hertz on those TVs, you could try to use those external, like, video cards, like the USB-C ones, you know? Sorry, I'm backing up here so I can go to another place, because I'm trying to sleep. I should drive a real truck and earn some money. I would earn a lot less money than doing what I do, my friend. I have an office job and I work from home. I earn a lot more money than driving a truck. How much time till destination? About 57 minutes. Why is it not showing the sleep button? Okay, we're gonna... Oh, there it is. Very sensitive. There you go. Stop. All right. Yes, I am using my rear view mirrors, John Doe. I do have triple TVs here, and the rear view mirrors are on my left and right. So yeah, I am. The only reason why you can't see here on the widescreen is because of the seat. Is right here. You guys are not seeing this. There's a seat. The ones that are watching on vertical can't see it, but the ones that are watching on widescreen, you guys know that there's two TVs on my left and right. Yeah. So let's keep going. I think we're going to drive for a little bit more, but we're not going to deliver this in Italy today. I'm getting hungry. How did I get the simulator, Bisma? PS. I built it. I went to the junkyard and I bought the parts and I built it at home. You can find my tutorial on my Red app. Yes, Trey, thank you so much. I can't say the name, but you guys can. It's just ridiculous, but I can't. Telepass. So we are in Italy already. Nice. Bienvenutos. And I would ask you to not spam the questions. I do see the question the first time you ask. But if you ask so many times the same question, I am live streaming in different places right now, like the Red app and the Purple app. And when people talk to me and keep spamming, the chat window goes too fast and I miss the questions. So, in game, oh man, no, my wife wouldn't really approve anybody else living here. What game is this, chat? It's Euro Truck Simulator. Thank you, Trey. Yeah, I'm driving, so for me it's a little harder to just answer questions. Nice. We are in Italy. Well, thank you, Macaulay. And I really like to know that it was showing on your FYP. Well, absolutely, Kyle. This is a dream, you know, come true. I still have to work my full-time job during the week, but I work from home and I'm able to live stream in the morning, like commuting to my home office, my virtual home office. It's just amazing. I'm very grateful, especially because, you know, I get to share this with you guys. So this is something that makes me very grateful. Next upgrade on the list is to finish the dev on my custom mod for a set of Corsa for all the windows. Dude, you're building a machine, man, and a lot of mods. I really want to follow. I did follow you, right, Magic? I think I hit follow on my purple. Thank you, Trey. Really appreciate that, dude. Hey, Acquisti. See you later, man. Am I Swedish? No, I am Brazilian. I was born in Brazil. Thank you, Adrian. Yes, if people want to watch the widescreen version, they can just click on that button and it will turn widescreen. Magic. Oh man, no mentions. It's fun for me. I'm playing. I'm having fun. It's a Saturday. After I have lunch, I will wash my cars, which will be fun. I really have to wash the minivan, and one of my Volvos is pretty dirty. The S60R is pretty clean in the garage, but the S60 T5, oh man, it's been outside because I was doing some renovations in the house, putting some floor. So I was using the garage to put the floor, that I was installing, so it just slept for a couple weeks outside. Hey Adrian, I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? A time machine from Back to the Future? Yeah, I don't know why I added, just for the, you know, just for fun. So every now and then you'll see the DeLorean driving around. And I always have fun when people spot them, because I make sure not to mention when I see them, but it's fun when people see them. Hey, did I just see a DeLorean? Oh, I see, Magic. I know exactly how that feels. My wife just lets me stream on my office. She doesn't like me showing the outside and stuff like that. Hey James, I'm gonna block you, dude. Stop spamming. Josiah, this game's called Euro Truck Simulator 2. ETS 2. Alright, you got it. So, goodbye. I can't go for that. Trucking Sasquatch. For a moment, I thought you were in a Nissan. No, God, no. No Nissan here. I don't understand how people think this is a Nissan. I don't really understand. Completely different. The red app has been quite calm. The problem has been more on, well, today. Last live stream was on the red app. Today is on the black app, the TikTok app. Yes, Redness, thank you. Yes, click there's a little button on your screen. Oh, that's why people have been doing that. There's a little, that bracket symbol on your screen. Somewhere, I don't know which one, the little button. And then that will turn into widescreen. Yes, it's a Volvo. It has no similarity with a Sentra, dude. This is Google Sentra, Nissan Sentra. It doesn't have this aluminum or this amazing 6-speed transmission here. DHL, Phil, why am I using a car setup for a truck game? Well, it's actually quite simple to answer. I do play car games, and I believe, that's my belief at least, that playing a car game with a truck is worse than playing a truck game with a car. So, yeah. Yes, it's a Volvo. Yeah, so that's why I'm playing with a car. It's just like, I drive cars as well, and I think driving a truck, it's more like the view make me feel that I'm driving so high above everybody here that I feel like I'm driving a truck. The only main difference is that I'm not, you know, with the steering wheel like this. It's not like a tray table here, but it works. So what, do I ever play with car mods? No, Sebi, I never played with car mods here in this game. And the reason is, like, they still drive like a truck, so I might as well drive a truck. I will, however, play the Neo DLC when it comes out to drive a Ford here in the game. I hope they fix the physics. Oh man, really? You drive for a living? You drive trucks? I would assume by your username. Yes, that's what I heard, Sabi. The coaches do look great as well. You drive a Volvo? Which Volvo do you drive, dude? In the American Truck Simulator, I have a 2014 VNL, and here I have the FH16 540. you drive the VNL? Nice, man. Yeah, too bad I'm not playing ATS today, because otherwise you'd be seeing the the VNL. Really? They drive the same truck? It's a cool truck, man, and there's a lot of mods that are, you know, actually pretty cool. How regularly do you play ATS? I used to play every day. I'm just grinding a little bit on ETS. I'm gonna go back to ATS, especially because the ATS game has way better speed limit. I have to keep struggling at 50 miles an hour here, and that's quite annoying. 50 miles an hour is what they make you drive in California, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I don't take any trailers to California. Thank you for the follow, Trucking Sasquatch. Do I have any other mods where I can ride like a dog or a person? Yes, I can change that lady here, Emma, for a dog, and I can put a dog in the back seat as well. Do I prefer Euro or ATS? Like, to be very honest, Austin, they're the same games. Like, literally the same games. Same physics, same everything. The graphics are all the same. However, I do prefer ATS because of the speed limit. And that is something that makes, you know, me prefer ATS. I do appreciate the fact that you drive in different countries. Like, I'm in Italy right now. I drove in UK. I drove in Denmark today, Norway. I just drove through Germany. That is cool and all. But 50 miles an hour, guys? Come on. Oh yeah, I am set up. Thank you, Hope. Thank you. Was the alignment hard to set up with the truck? What is alignment? Sorry, I don't know what that is. Oh, alignment. Yeah, pretty easy because it's a Fanatec Club Sport here. So you just go into the app, you center the wheel, and you hit center. That is the alignment. Pretty easy. Oh, that'd be amazing. On a set of Corsa, can you imagine having this map there? You can drive anywhere and you could, like, cut traffic, you know, do all the crazy stuff. That'd be fun. Bologna. Are we gonna drive through Imola? You go to California, no one cares about the 55. Everyone goes 65. Well, you're in the game, at least. You get a lot of tickets if you drive faster than 55 miles an hour in California. Because the game kind of, they give you tickets if there's a police car driving by you and they see you over the speed limit. Like right now, I'm over the speed limit. I'm driving about 55, near next to 60 miles an hour. And I'm not getting a ticket. But if there's a police car driving around, it'll give me a ticket. And they do put a lot of police cars. So you get tickets. Oh, gotta change lanes. I'm glad didn't have anybody on my left. Yeah, but I think we're gonna find a place to stop the truck and I'm gonna take a break. I've been live streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's been a long live stream. I think I'll come back tomorrow. There's time. Ah! You heard that. That was me just grinding my gears. Yes, Trucking, I do have 6 gears here in physical form and also in the game because you can actually go to the shop and change the transmission of the game truck. And because I do have a 6-speed transmission, I did also change the one in the game. So it just, you know, it's better aligned. And then I can also see the gear here. Because the gear that will send, if I'm driving like a 12 or 18 gear truck, it won't show over 6. So then I don't know if I'm on 13 or 14th gear. That's why I changed the truck for a 6-speed. I know, immersion, and a lot of people will say it's not realistic and whatnot, but I mean, at some point, I gotta make a compromise, right? I didn't keep the goal for the gas money. I can't even see the goal from here. Oh, I'm going all over the road. Sorry, guys, for the beeping. Thank you, Trey. Yeah, it's pretty hard to reach. I don't know. My live streams, people don't usually give me a lot of tips. I see other people, and they have sometimes less people watching, and they get more money. But that's okay. I mean, I get the views, and that's what counts. Hey, you're not coming in this lane. You're not even using your turn signal. But we'll find another rest area, and we'll stop for the day. And I can give you guys a quick conversation about what works and what not. I'm gonna go have lunch. I'm hungry. Pretty hungry. It's 1:30 p.m. and I gotta do a bunch of stuff in the house. Toot toot. What is that? French Vons. Oh yeah, AI here is very dumb sometimes. Like, they'll do some crazy stuff. Like, that guy was trying to merge without his turn signal, and I think that's pretty accurate with real life as well. People will do that. Yeah, we're a beautiful truck as I'm wandering off the lane here. So there is a parking spot. Thank you, Trey. The 4090 helps a lot, dude. But it's not easy on my FPS. I'm running like 60 FPS here. Granted, I locked it in. So it could run about 80, 90. So we're parking here, mostly just because I am very tired. I've been driving for like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Let me turn off the engine. The Scanias, I did drive a few here when I was beginning. I didn't have a truck yet. I'll buy more trucks, like, eventually in the game, so I can... The horn, yes, it works. Yeah, I'm gonna have lunch. I'm hungry. Gotta make something for me. I had this, like, chocolate bar here, this protein bar, about an hour ago. How is this a sim when you... in a whole car, Lens? I do have the dashboard here in my home office. What's the game called? ETS, Euro Truck Simulator. You're gonna hit the road. Nice, man. I hope to see you again, man. I really do. I always find super amazing when real truck drivers stop by and, you know, like, and talk. The other day, before you go, it was super funny. I was driving here and I saw a person, like, you can see when they join, especially on the YouTube app, and it showed that he joined, and I was using my turn signal. I go back inside the truck. Oh, gotta turn on the at least the power. So I was using the turn signal, and he heard this noise, and he was like, "Dude, you're driving a Volvo FH16. I know, because that's the truck I drive. And I was like, dude, this is exactly the Volvo FH16. He was spot on just by hearing the turn signal. That was just amazing. That was crazy. Thank you, Magic. I hope to see you again, man. And I really wish the best of luck on your build, man. And if I can help, just let me know. All right, everyone. Have an amazing Saturday. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Have a safe travel trucking, Sasquatch. And I hope to see you guys on my next live stream. Just so you guys know my schedule, if you will. I live stream every Monday through Friday around 7:30 a.m. till like 9:40 a.m. ish. And this week in particular, this next week, I'm not going to be live streaming on Tuesday because I got a business trip. I'm going to be in Philadelphia. And on Monday, I'm going to take my daughter to school. So that's going to be the first day of school of this new school year. And but I should be back here by 8 a.m. So I will be live streaming. I just not probably as early as usual, but I'll be here. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. And I see you on the next live stream, guys.